Hey, guess who's breezing into town for a visit this week?
Victor Moan?
Oh, Wendy. She's coming in from Stanford for semester break.
That's nice. Were you expecting some money?
No, my homework. I sent her my chem assignment a week ago, and she still hasn't mailed it back yet.
Wendy's still doing your homework?
Yeah, sometimes.
Kevin, the girl's in California.
I know. The postage is killing me.
Polly, want a cracker? Polly, want a cracker? Come on.
I don't know what his problem is.
Still no luck?
The guy who sold me this turkey told me he'd be yakking away in no time. But so far, Zippo.
Yeah, and I've been talking to him for hours, every night for the past 2 weeks.
Wesley, we are supposed to cherish our pets, not to torture them. Look, I'm sure whatever you've been teaching Elvis is rattling around in that little bird brain of his, just waiting for the proper moment to burst out. So be patient.
Okay.
Come on, champ. I'll drive you to school.
Take good care of Elvis, okay, Mr. Belvedere?
Oh, yes, I'll polish his beak along with the silverware. Want a cookie, Elvis? Suit yourself.
Hello, Chubby? Hello, Chubby?
Else?
Hiya, fatso.
Much better.
Hey, he's talking, that's great.
Yes, wonderful.
Has he said anything else?
Hello, Chubby? Hello, Chubby?
It's just the guy at the pet shop said the easiest things for them to learn are simple melodic sounding phrases. And if you think about it, Hello Chubby sounds almost kind of pretty.
Yes, sort of like Strangle Wesley.
I get it.
Hi, I just flew in from California. Can I use your bathroom?
So how you doing? What's going on at Stanford?
Oh, you know, the usual. I get up, I go to class, I got engaged.
What?
I said I'm engaged. Isn't that unbelievable?
Yeah. Who is he?
Well, his name is Alan, and he's a graduate student, and we're getting married this Saturday because we're crazy about each other, and he says he can't wait a moment longer.
Wendy, that's great.
I hope we're not disturbing anything.
Oh, no. Hi, Mr. Belvedere. Hi, Wesley.
Hey, want to see my bird?
Pardon me?
Mine a bird.
Everybody, guess what? Wendy's getting married.
Does that mean you don't have the hots for my brother anymore?
Wes.
Come along, Wesley. It's time to go and clean out your cage.
Anyway, I better get back over to my parents. I told them the news this morning. They must have stopped dancing by now.
Right.
Oh, and listen, Alan's flying in from San Francisco tomorrow. Why don't we all have dinner together? I really want you to meet him.
Sounds terrific. Is it okay if I bring a date?
Sure. Why wouldn't it be? See ya.
Bye.
Owen's residence.
Hello, Chubby? Hello, Chubby?
Hey, Belvedere. Who was that on the phone? An obscene bird call?
Very amusing.
Come on, big guy. It was just a joke.
Aren't you going to take him with you?
No, he told me he likes it here. Besides, I think it's time to feed him.
To whom? Believe you me, this is nobody you know.
Him?
Nothing?
Yeah, sure.
Regardless, where are you off to with that?
I was gonna spend the night at Miles, but maybe I should just stay here and keep an eye on you.
Goodbye, Wesley.
Hi, everybody. Sorry we're late. Kevin, this is Alan.
Hi, I've heard a lot about you.
Like what?
Nothing really. It's just something people say.
Oh.
Anyway, Wendy, Alan, this is Fawn.
Hi, Wendy. Hi, Fawn.
So, why don't we just sit down, huh? So, Alan, Wendy tells me you guys met at Stanford.
Oh, yeah. I was in the lab fooling around with a bunch of maggots and looked up and there she was.
Alan's about to get his master's degree in entomology. That's the study of insects.
I know that. I played a locust once in my Bible school pageant. We swarmed all over cardboard Egypt.
That sounds like pretty interesting work, Alan.
Oh, it is. In fact, I'm standing on the brink of a major breakthrough in the area of cockroach control.
Alan, we're about to eat.
See, I've developed a non-toxic chemical compound. It doesn't actually kill the roaches, but it leaves them sterile so that they can't have any cockroach babies.
Gee, Alan, that sounds great.
Oh, but they can still adopt, right?
Come on in, guys.
It's a shame Fawn had to leave early for baton practice.
Yeah, well, she says things are getting pretty hectic with the Slag Festival coming up.
Hey, look who's here.
Oh, hi, Mr. and Mrs. Owens. This is Alan.
I take it he's the lucky guy? I think so.
So, what are your plans for after the wedding?
Oh, nothing much. Just go back to Stanford, finish school.
Unless somebody gets a little bug in their oven.
It's fun, Alan. And besides, I've already promised myself no kids until I get my degree.
No, I didn't promise.
Then maybe I better start feeding you some of the same stuff you've been giving those roaches.
Listen, I'm gonna go get something to drink. Does anybody want anything?
I'll take a diet, whatever.
Here, Elvis. Here, Elvis.
Hi, Miss Belvedere.
Hi, Kevin. He's sleeping. How was dinner? How was Wendy's fiancé?
He's okay, I guess. It's just, Wendy's real smart. She's real special. And personally, I think she could do a lot better.
Kevin? Oh, hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, Wendy.
This is Alan.
Ah, how do you do, Alan?
How are you, sir?
Kevin, Alan and I have discussed it, and he has something very important he wants to ask you.
Oh, yeah?
Well, the thing is, I don't have any friends here. Or anywhere, really. I thought maybe if you weren't busy or anything Saturday night, you might want to be my best man.
Sure, I'd be honored.
Really? Well, great. Yeah.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi,
Hey, kitten.
Is that the cake for Wendy's party?
Oh, yeah. I got it at this dietetic bakery. The lady told me there's only 50 calories in the whole thing.
That's great. So, what flavor did you get?
Oh, tomato.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Hey.
Oh, we're just getting everything ready for Wendy's shower.
Oh.
So, did you make any plans yet for Alan?
What do you mean?
Well, the best man usually throws a bachelor blast for the groom, Kev. It's tradition.
Oh, right. Maybe we can all smoke cigars and watch The Fly or something.
Hey, Dad. My bird won't talk to me, and I've tried everything.
Oh, yeah? Maybe the cat's got his tongue.
Ah, he's probably not in the mood right now, champ. I bet he'll be back talking a blue streak by morning.
You think so?
I can almost hear him now. Hello, Chubby. Hello, Chubby. Say something, you mangy magpie. Hello, Chubby. Hey, Chubby. Hiya, Chubby. That's it. Oh, George.
What's going on, big guy?
Well, it's just that I was up reading Dr. Dolittle, and suddenly I had an urge to talk to the animals.
At 2 in the morning?
Elvis flew away. It was all my fault. So I went back to the shop and bought another bird. Apparently one with brain damage. There, I've said it. Satisfied?
Sure, I am. I just don't know about Wes.
All right. This will come in handy. Alan, where have you been?
Thanks, Deb. Oh, here, Wendy, open up mine. Okay. They're one size fits all.
Oh, what, gerbils?
Did I miss anything good?
Just this.
Oh, I have one just like that for George.
I hope the guys are getting along okay downstairs. They've been awfully quiet.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure they're having just as much fun as we are.
Yeah.
Really appreciate you guys going through all this trouble for me.
Sure, Al.
I mean, I've only been to one other bachelor party my entire life, and nothing compared to this.
Everybody, it's showtime. Ready, fun?
Ready! Hi, everybody!
Get the raid.
My name is Linda Lou Ladybug, and I came all the way from Bugsville to recite my insect. A, B, C. Just for you. Hit it. A stands for Aphodium Donketos. Members of this group have their hind legs closer to the tip of their abdomen than their middle legs. And their hind tibia bear two apical spurs. Epidides are most commonly found in cow dung.
I know that's where I'd rather be.
B, the burrowing webworm.
Hey, Kevy.
Oh, hey, Wayne.
Somebody told me they saw Fawn downstairs. What's she up to?
The M's.
Oh.
So, tomorrow's a big day, huh?
Yep, sure is.
Excited?
A little.
Scared?
A lot. Remember the last time we were out here together like this? You and me and you and I, all of us.
Yeah, sure.
I was mad about something, and you came out to beg forgiveness like you usually do after you've been stupid and insensitive. And then you took me in your arms and kissed me. And we walked deep into the woods and made love on a bed of damp leaves. Remember that?
No.
You wanna? I'm kidding. No, I'm not. I trust you'll have the decency not to mention this to the other servants.
Hi, Miss Belvedere.
Why, Kevin, don't you look, festive?
It's the only thing they had in Alan's size, and Wendy told me we had to match.
Yes, well, we can't have the best man showing up the bridegroom now, can we?
I think I already have.
Oh?
Wendy's still in love with me. I mean, she's only marrying Alan to try and prove she isn't.
Did she tell you that?
Well, no, but believe me, I can tell by the way she's acting. I don't know. If you were me, what would you do?
I think I'd mind my own business. Well, I wouldn't, but I think you should.
Come on, I want to get a seat up close. Not too close, they're probably sloppy kissers.
Hey, Kev, guess what? Tuxedo place had a last-minute cancellation. Pretty snazzy, huh? Ooh. That's nice, too.
Thanks.
Guess this is it. Kevin, Alan.
Oh, don't they make a beautiful couple?
Yeah. I don't know where they're spending their honeymoon, but I wouldn't put them on the second floor.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here in the presence of these witnesses for the purpose of uniting in matrimony Alan Paul Schnabel and Wendy Gunzelman. The contract of marriage is most solemn and is not to be entered into lightly, but thoughtfully and seriously. Do you understand, Alan?
Yes, I do.
Wendy, do you understand?
Yes, I do.
And Alan, do you promise to love, comfort, and honor her in prosperity and adversity, and forsaking all others as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And Wendy, do you promise to love, comfort, and honor Alan in prosperity and adversity, and forsaking all others as long as you both shall live?
Yes, I do.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't?
Who doesn't?
I don't?
Now you know why I left the motor running.
Look, Wendy, I know you still haven't gotten over me, and I can understand that. But it's still no reason for you to throw your life away and marry some guy you don't even love.
What are you talking about? Of course I love him.
Huh? What about last night?
I was drunk. What about it?
Oh, come on, you weren't that drunk.
No? Then how come your jacket is making me nauseous?
Look, the thing is, I tell you, we're never going to be anything more than friends, and bingo, you run off to Stanford and marry the first guy you meet.
What do you mean? Alan wasn't the first. He was the seventh.
Seventh?
You told me I was the fourth.
Okay, maybe I was hurting a little when I left for California, and why the hell shouldn't I be? I've only worshipped you since the 5th grade. But that's all over now. I love Alan.
Oh. Then I guess you can, go ahead.
Gee, thanks. Alan, do you take this woman, Wendy, to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Hey, Slugger.
Oh, hi.
You haven't seen my shoes, have you? You know, glass slippers about 3 sizes too small? So, I didn't see much of you at the reception.
No, I was hiding.
Probably wasn't easy in that outfit.
Look, I'm sorry what I did up there.
It's okay. Some people cry at weddings. You went berserk.
I don't know, it's just... I'd kind of gotten used to you being in love with me. Gave me a secure feeling. Sort of like knowing you have a spare tire. That wasn't the best example, was it?
Not really.
And I guess I realized something else, too. I sort of love you, too.
Wendy? Everything's packed.
Okay, just a second. Well, I guess this is it. A love tub in the Poconos awaits.
You and Alan have a great life, okay?
Thanks, we will. Well,
Wow.
see ya.
Yeah. You take care.
So don't just stand there. Are you going to kiss the bride or what?
Okay, you think? Where's Elvis?
Rock and roll heaven?
I went to the pet store to see about trading for another minor bird, and he said he sold the last one 3 days ago to a stuck-up English guy.
Wesley, I'm sure I'm not the only stuck-up English guy in Pittsburgh.
Yes, you are. I checked. So you'd better tell me, what'd you do with my bird?
Nothing. And besides, you can't prove it anyway.
Hello, Chubby. 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 Wow, stereo.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Kevin just received a postcard from the Poconos. Wendy and Alan are thoroughly enjoying their honeymoon, even though the hotel discontinued the all-you-can-eat buffet the day after they arrived. Wendy claims it's just a coincidence. As for Heckle and Jekyll, they're still bombarding me with their avian insults. Wesley says if I took more of an interest in them, we'd get along much better. For once, I think Wesley may be right. Chapter 1, Choosing Your Victim.
I'm Britt Hume. Later on Nightline, she's a Navy officer who could go to prison for 2 years for fraternizing with a Marine enlisted man, even though they're married. They'll both join us live tonight.
Lonnie and...
Next,
See you, Leslie. Don't go with him.
an important Mr. Belvedere.
He might try to put his hands on him or something. What do you mean, Wes? That's what he did to me.
Come on, Heather, you don't want to be late.
But it's summer. I still don't see what I have to go to school for.
Because that's what happens to people who get a D in English.
Oh, but I don't need all that grammar junk. I talk good.
Well, perhaps with this class you'll learn to talk even gooder.
See ya. I'm going to work.
I thought you didn't have to be there till noon.
Yeah, well, starting today, Mr. Klutz is open for breakfast.
It is?
Yeah, we've been getting killed ever since Schnitzel World started its wiener in a waffle.
Oh, and what are you serving? Beaks Benedict?
Kevin, might you drop me at school so I shan't be late? How is that?
Much gooder.
Bus didn't come. Can I go back to bed now?
It'll be here any minute. You get back out there.
I don't see why I have to go to some stupid day camp anyway. Rather go to summer school with Heather. At least it's air conditioned.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. They have a lake up there and everything.
Yeah, well, I bet I know whose idea it was to send me to this place.
Actually, I had somewhere else in mind. But Devil's Island wouldn't take you.
I'll see you tonight. Have a good time. Bye-bye, Mr. Belvedere.
Bye-bye, Mrs. Owens. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Bye, Mom.
Bye-bye.
I'm leaving now.
Be sure to write.
You know, you're going to feel really bad if I get chewed up by bears or something.
Nonsense, Wesley. Why should they single you out? George, I didn't know there was anyone here.
Right, big guy.
I had some time, and I thought I'd listen to a little Wagner.
Great. So, let's say we go out for some Swedish meatballs. You're dressed for it.
Aren't you going to be late for work?
I got 2 weeks off.
Oh, wonderful. Let me help you pack.
I can't go anywhere. Marcia's working.
Oh.
So, you want to do something?
No, thank you.
Hey, come on, it's a nice day. Let's go out and toss the football around.
You start without me. I'll catch up.
Hey, come on, Belvedere, I'm bored. The guy I was supposed to play golf with copped out. Hey, you want to come?
I'm afraid I've never played the game.
You never played golf? I thought you guys invented it.
It is a Scottish invention, George, like the bagpipes. And I'm sure just as annoying.
Come on, it'll be fun. I'll even let you drive the little cart.
Oh, golly, can I help honk the horn, too?
You see, by weaving the different colored strands together, you can make many wonderful things, like a keychain, or a bracelet, or even a belt.
I don't have enough stuff to make a belt for her.
Now, has anyone ever worked with lanyards before? Oh, yes.
I used to help my Aunt Zelda make things when I'd visit her at the asylum. When she got out, her keychain was a mile long.
Very amusing, Wesley. Perhaps you'd like to help Counselor Perry hand out the craft materials. Now, we're going to work on our projects for a half hour or so, and then break for our little lunches of homemade peanut butter sandwiches and fresh-picked radishes.
I think we may be breaking for lunch a little early.
What? What's going on?
I called the catering truck.
Wait.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, guys. I can't believe it. I already got homework. Have homework, excuse me. How was breakfast at Mr. Cluck's?
I don't want to talk about it. It's just, things got kind of hectic switching over from breakfast to the regular chicken menu. I mean, one guy gets some feathers in his French toast, and everybody wants their money back.
Where's Mr. Belvedere? Shouldn't he be starting dinner?
Oh, yeah, he wasn't here when I got home. He probably went someplace with your dad.
Great, I'm starving.
Oh. Well, I can get something started.
It's okay.
Hey, honey, how was your game?
I'm never going to show my face at that country club again.
Did George tell you he'd drag me out on the links?
I should have backed over him with the cart when I had the chance.
He's a bit miffed because I got a hole-in-one my first day out.
You did?
Actually, it was rather a fluke. My ball got a lucky bounce off a gentleman on the green.
Belvedere, I told you, you're supposed to wait until the people in front of you are finished.
I yelled 5.
It's 4.
Oh, right.
I'm going to go change.
I'm sorry, George. I didn't mean to ruin your game.
That's okay, Belvedere.
I promise I'll do better tomorrow. How was your first day at camp? I take it you didn't burn the forest down?
No, we got out the fire before it reached the trees. So, like my binoculars?
Yes. What did you do? Mug a ranger?
No, Counselor Perry gave them to me. Said I could use them the whole time I'm at camp.
Wesley, haven't we talked about your taking advantage of people? Especially unsuspecting adults?
Yeah, well, he likes me. And Witch Hazel, the other counselor, hates my guts. So it all comes out even. You getting ready for Halloween?
All right, get ready for dinner.
Okay, but first I want to go outside and see if I can find any of the birds we learned about today.
Very well. But remember, no looking through Fifi Huffnagel's window.
I'll go wash up.
B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name.
The
The rest of us are done. All right, campers, it's 2 o'clock and time to get ready for our nature hike.
I don't want to go on some stupid hike. It's boring. It makes your feet sweat.
Hey, come on. Maybe we'll see some skunks or possums or something.
Are you kidding? Miss Pritchard scares wildlife.
Wesley, I assume you'll be joining us?
Oh, yeah. Ow! Oh! Oh, it's just my stomach hurts real bad. I think it was those wild flowers you made us eat.
No one else seems to be ill?
I ate the thorns.
Wesley, the world has little patience with a malingerer.
I'll keep an eye on him, Counselor. Make sure he gets better.
Fine. Let's move out, campers. We're burning daylight. Tramp, tramp, tramp along the highway.
Feels pretty bad, huh?
Yeah, I wish I had a soda or something. Might help settle my stomach.
Well, hold on.
Whoa, does Miss Pritchard know you have this?
Actually, they're hers. But we'll make this our little secret, okay?
I think I'm okay now.
You know, if you hurry, you can catch up with Miss Pritchard. She leaves pretty big tracks.
I'd rather go down to the lake and go snorkeling.
I don't know. You're supposed to do stuff as a group. I could really catch it from the old swamp monster.
What's she gonna do, fall on you?
You know, Wes, I think you enjoy doing anything as long as you're not supposed to be doing it.
Sure, doesn't everybody?
Get your flippers.
Oh, boy, that was great.
Listen, next time you get out of the water when I tell you to.
But there was so much neat stuff down there. Old tires, a refrigerator. I think I even saw you go.
Hey, you better get changed before Godzilla and everybody else get back.
Right.
Here, let me give you a hand. Don't want you to catch cold. Whoa. Getting goosebumps.
I'm gonna go change over there.
I'm going to the club. I don't want Belvedere to know. Anyway, it's his day off. I figured let him sleep.
Yeah.
Good morning, George.
Oh, Belvedere.
I've been up since dawn practicing my putting and chipping. Perhaps we should play for a new lawn. I'll get my clubs.
Actually, I was just putting these in the garage. I have to get to the station.
Oh?
I've got an exclusive interview with Honus Wagner, a great pirate shortstop.
Ah.
Why aren't you dressed, honey? You're going to miss the bus.
Can't go today, Mom. I got poison ivy.
Ooh, you poor baby.
Don't get too close, Mom. This stuff's contagious.
Let me look. I've had all my shots. Ah, yes. That's definitely poison ivy. Fortunately, it's the erasable kind.
All right, Wes, what did you do at camp?
Nothing.
That's easy enough to call your counselor and find out.
No, don't.
Then tell me what happened.
I put a frog in some girl's shorts.
I would have expected something more original.
I couldn't find a snake.
Listen, young man, you are going back to that camp and you're going to behave yourself, understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we're going to divide into 2 teams, and each team must attempt to find as many of the items on the scavenger list as they can and bring them back to camp.
I hope there's a fat lady on it.
Okay, who wants to be a beaver with Miss Pritchard? Why? What are you going to do to me? Oh, very well then. All right, the rest of you can be cougars with Counselor Perry.
Okay, let's everybody get their knapsacks and fill their canteens. Let's go. Hey, Wes. I was kind of hoping you'd be in my group.
Yeah, well, I figured I'd go with Miss Pritchard today just for kicks.
Sure. Well, maybe you'll be with me tomorrow.
I think I'm going to be in Miss Pritchard's group from now on.
I thought we were having a lot of fun together.
Yeah.
Wes? Something bothering you? I mean, are you upset about anything that happened yesterday?
I just didn't like that stuff you were doing.
Oh. Well, listen. I tell you what. Why don't we forget that yesterday ever happened?
Fine.
It'll just be another one of our little secrets. Okay?
Sure.
Now, Wes, you can keep the binoculars.
Hey, Belvedere. Hello, George. How was your interview with Honus Wagner?
Huh? Oh, it was pretty good.
Did he happen to mention he died in 1955?
That's kind of a sore subject with him. Hey, Belvedere, I only played 9 holes.
George, if you don't want to go golfing with me, just say so.
Okay, I don't. Look, it's not just you're lousy and you keep hitting people. It's just when I go to the club, it's kind of my guy time. You know, kill a couple of brewskis, tell a couple of dirty stories, stuff like that.
I'm a guy.
I know, it's just you don't fit in with my other friends. I mean, you're English.
You're right, George. Most of your friends don't speak it. The Owens residence. Mary Poppins speaking. Oh, hello, Fifi. What's that? There's someone on our patio looking at you through binoculars. I am sorry. I'll put a stop to that. Wesley!
Yeah, Mr. Belvedere?
Aren't you on the patio?
Huh?
Hey, guys. I found these in the trash, but they work pretty good.
Weren't those the binoculars your counselor gave you?
Yeah.
Well, it's not like you to throw a gift away. You usually hock it.
Didn't want them anymore, okay?
Wesley, have you had a falling out with your counselor, Perry?
No.
Well, it seems like there's something wrong.
Well, there isn't. I'm just sick of the stupid woods and the stupid lake and the whole stupid camp.
Pranon, Terma, Tubu, Parase, Maiden, Algernon, Pathon.
Welcome back, Marvelous. Well, I hope you enjoyed Camp Chippewa's 2 little playlists. Nausea by John Paul Sartre. And, of course, Sophocles' Oedipus Rex performed in the original Greek. Take a bow, kids. Take a bow. Well, that concludes the entertainment portion of our farewell campfire. Feel free to wander about and admire your children's arts and crafts and help yourself to cookies and punch, or bug juice, as the kids like to call it.
Hey, guys.
Oh, honey, we really enjoyed you in your play.
Yes, your acting in Nausea certainly turns my stomach.
Hi, I'm Counselor Perry, and you must be Wes's parents.
Hi, gee, we hope he wasn't too much trouble.
No, we really enjoyed him. Hope he signs up for next year.
Hey, how about that, champ? Somebody actually wants you back.
Well, listen, I better say hello to the other parents.
Very nice meeting you.
See you, Wes.
Yeah, bye.
So, Wes, man, aren't you going to show us some of your crafts?
Oh, right. They're on the table. I made the macrame handcuffs.
Well, Counselor Perry seems very nice.
Yeah, I guess.
Wesley, what's going on?
Nothing. I'm gonna go say goodbye to some of my friends.
Pretty neat slingshot, huh?
Yeah.
I just gotta figure out the best way to sneak it into the house.
So, where are your folks?
They couldn't come.
Oh. You can get a ride home with us if you want. Mr. Belvedere will probably make us stop for ice cream.
Oh, that's okay. Mr. Perry's gonna give me a ride in this convertible.
Huh?
He said we might even stop for hamburgers.
You ready yet, honey?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's go, Porcupine. I got the top down.
See you, Wesley.
Yeah, bye. Don't go with him. You shouldn't let him go with Mr. Perry.
What do you mean, Wes?
Yeah, Wes, what's the problem?
Because if he goes with him, he might try to do something. Put his hands on him or something.
What do you mean, honey? Why do you say that?
Because that's what he did to me.
I see why they call this bug juice.
Uh-huh.
I spoke to the police. They said they'd like to talk to Wesley.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start a big mess.
Hey, pal, you don't have anything to be sorry about.
Yes, sir.
We just wish you told us as soon as it happened. You know you can always talk to Dad and me.
I guess I figured I could handle it without anybody knowing. Like the time I broke the Chinese vase in Mr. Belvedere's room and replaced it with the one from Kmart. The thing is, you're always telling me that I take advantage of people. And I was sort of extra nice to him to get sodas and stuff, so maybe you should be mad at me.
Look, you didn't do anything wrong. Do you understand that?
You see, Wesley? It's not always your fault.
Anyway, you said something when it counted. And you helped your friend Kyle. And that took a lot of guts. Now I'm proud of you.
So, listen, I guess we better get going, huh?
Yes, we want to miss the rush hour with the bears.
So, you okay now?
Yeah, I'm fine.
It's okay to cry.
I know. Mostly all I feel like doing right now is burping.
Let's go home.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Good morning, Kevin. Aren't you going to be late for Mr. Clucks?
I'm not going today.
Oh, but I thought you were unveiling your new line of Mexican food.
Yeah, I tried it last night.
Ah, yes, Cluckito Burrito.
Hey, what's with Kev? He looks a little green.
Speaking of which, your club called. You're tee off in about an hour.
Oh, great. So, you want to come with me?
That's all right, George.
Come on, you can wear that dumb outfit and embarrass me all you want.
I'd like that.
Thing is, I was just so stupid. I mean, worrying about some golf game, and meanwhile, my kid's in trouble, and I didn't even know it.
Well, that makes two of us.
So he's going to be okay, right?
Wesley, kill you, little monster! He's so crazy, Lou. My hot curlers.
He'll be fine. Mr. Belvedere, we'll be right back. Hello, I'm Christopher Hewitt.
And I'm Bryce Beckham.
Usually at this time, you would find Mr. Belvedere at his desk, writing about the antics of the Owens family. But due to the special theme of tonight's episode, we thought we'd do something a little different.
Yeah. We figured we'd talk to you kids and your parents, too, about something that's kind of hard to talk about.
Tonight's episode about Wesley didn't really happen. But if ever you find yourself in a situation like that, there are certain things you should remember.
No one should ever touch you in a way that makes you feel bad. And if they do, tell someone you trust, like your mom or your dad.
And remember, if you have to keep a secret that makes you feel bad, it's not worth keeping.
Yeah.
Thank you, and good night from us all at Mr. Belvedere.
This is Dabney Coleman, a straight-shooting sports writer slap Maxwell. I've discovered what real balance is. I break new ground, They break my head. Slap Maxwell's story coming up next.
Tomorrow, on a special edition of ABC's Wide World of Sports, the 114th Run for the Roses, the Kentucky Derby. Action begins at 1:30 Pacific tomorrow. Then on the Disney Sunday movie, Madison rescues a dolphin from a...
Left arm. Here you go. Hurry up, Heather. I gotta meet Marvin. I can't believe you're going to the homecoming dance with him. He's a little nerdy, isn't he? He's not nerdy. He's just smart. He's got dandruff in his eyebrows. That's eczema. And besides, you're just cranky because you don't have a date. Didn't anyone ask you? Well, sure. I mean, there was interest. Okay, so I'm going through a dry spell. Where's the head? Down at the end of the hall next to the water fountain. The head of the statue? Oh. Well, if you ask me, Heather, you're much too choosy. Maybe. But I'm still young enough to believe there's a Mr. Right. Sure, like he's gonna walk right up to you and say, hi.
Hi. Looks like you lost your head.
Like my psychology professor was saying, one of the reasons Carl Jung split with Sigmund Freud was over their different theories of dream interpretation.
Hey, Kev, all I asked you was, what does it mean if I dream of dancing naked with Pee Wee Herman?
Wesley, you weasel! Turn that thing off!
But I'm trying to shoot a video for school.
Not while I'm taking my bath!
What do you know? They raised the Titanic.
But Mr. Belvedere, you're my favorite subject.
Then you should try and capture me at my best.
You couldn't capture that with a harpoon.
Hey, I've got a great idea. How about a Mr. Belvedere housekeeping video? We can show how you cook and clean and unplug the John and everything.
I have honed my skills for decades. I will not have them trivialized.
But this is just what the public is crying for.
If the public is crying, it's because you're on the loose.
What about you?
Well, I know I could get into Valley Junior College. My dad once saved the dean's life or something.
Your dad's sports reports are terrific. I'd like to meet him sometime.
You probably will. When it comes to guys, he has this weird kind of radar. Dad, this is Keith, who was helping me put decorations up for the homecoming dance.
Oh, yeah.
Heather, why don't you invite your friend in?
Thanks.
Oh, yeah, come on in.
If I blew this chance to meet George Owens, I'd never forgive myself. You know, I read your sports column for years. I used to clip it for my scrapbook.
Sure.
And doffing his cap, Willie Stargell rode off into our memories. No one had to ask, who was that masked man? For we all knew he was the soul of Pittsburgh.
I wrote that 10 years ago. Stargell sent me roses.
Keith, this is my mom.
Hello.
Right, you're the attorney. Heather has told me all about you. Between you and me, she's real proud of you.
Keith.
I didn't mean to embarrass you.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, look, I have to run. Football practice.
Wait a second. You're not Keith Elliott, are you?
Uh-huh.
The all-state wide receiver?
Well, that was last year. This year I'm taking a couple of college courses, and it cuts into my practice time.
Oh.
Well, it was nice meeting you both.
Yeah. Hey, why don't you walk Keith to his car?
Huh?
Go ahead.
I think my father likes you.
How could you tell? Listen, Heather, do you have a date for the homecoming dance?
What? I mean, aren't you going with a cheerleader or something?
I was, but we just broke up. Why don't you think it over?
I will. I mean, I will go to the dance with you. Oh, God.
Great. I'll call you later.
I'm Inga, your favorite
Swedish maid. Good morning. Today, I'd like to show off my very wonderful Swedish meatballs. Don't they make your mouth water? All of our ingredients we get fresh from the farm, like the tomato, onion, eggs, and of course the cow, which is where the egg comes from.
What is this madness?
Cut. Hi, Mr. Belvedere. How do you like my housekeeping video?
This is degrading to women, Swedes, blondes, domestics, and several members of the animal kingdom.
Yeah, that's why it's going to make me rich.
Wesley, I'm shocked that even you could sink to such depths.
Well, you wouldn't be in my video, so I had to do the next best thing. Yeah?
Very well, Wesley. I'll be in your grubby little video.
And action.
Hello.
Cut. He's up on the smile. We're not trying to sell denture cream. And action.
Hello. This is Mr. Belvedere. Here to show you the way to get rid of those irritating stains upon your breadboard. It is easy, the Belvedere way. Simply measure 1 part of baking soda.
Cut.
What now?
Snore City. Can't you jazz it up a little?
What do you want me to do, drop my pants?
Worth a try.
This is insupportable.
Okay, I take it back. You can be as boring as you want.
Oh, no, Wesley, I wouldn't dream of it.
Huh?
If it's show business you want, it's show business you'll get.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Kev, what are you doing here on a Friday night?
Is there anything wrong with me wanting to spend some quality time with my family?
Struck out again, huh?
You must either be Keith or a singing telegram.
Mr. Belvedere, right?
The last I heard.
Great to meet you. I'm here to pick up Heather for the dance.
Hey, come on in, fella.
Good to see you again, Mr. Owens.
Call me George. George! I'd like you to meet Heather's brother,
Kevin.
Keith here is all-state in 3 sports. Got 1,500 on his SATs.
Oh, come on. I'm sure Kevin did a lot in high school, too.
I was lunchroom monitor for 3 years.
Heather! Don't want to keep your date waiting!
We're coming.
There she is. Miss America.
Dad. Don't mind him, Keith.
Heather, you look beautiful. This flower doesn't do you justice.
Oh, thank you.
That must be Norman Rockwell.
Help! What's the matter, Ange? Marvin is in the hospital. He was blowing up a balloon and he hiccuped and swallowed it. Now I don't have anywhere to take him to the dance.
Oh, don't despair. I know someone who's free.
That's very sweet, Mr. Billy Goat. But they'd probably think you were my grandfather or something.
Not me, you ninny. I was thinking of Kevin.
What?
Oh, gee, Kevin, would you? I'd be really, really grateful.
Look, I don't have a tux or anything.
Hey, don't worry, pal. I got something you can wear.
You certainly dress the hell funny around here.
Look, my father wore this at his wedding, all right? This was a last-minute thing, okay?
So you having a good time?
I've had migraines that were more fun.
Your perfume smells nice.
Oh, thanks. My dad had it flown in from Paris.
Well, I'm sure glad you didn't have a date.
For once in my life, so am I.
good. Does this mean it's almost over?
Come on, Kevin, you look adorable.
I look like the Maharishi of Pittsburgh.
Thank you, gods and goddesses. On behalf of the happy guys of Beaver Falls, who sponsored this year's homecoming jamboree and tire sale, I am proud to announce this year's homecoming queen and king. May I have the envelopes, please?
I really hate this a lot.
Van Buren's homecoming queen is... Oh, I can't wait. Angela Shostakovich. She'll be escorted to the stage by her colorful escort, Kevin Owens.
Oh, no. I'm not going up.
That's a good sport.
I bet I know who the king will be.
And Van Buren's homecoming king is Keith Elliott. And he leads to the stage his lovely consort, Heather Owens. Let's hear it for our royalty.
I've never been up here before. The view is really beautiful.
Sure is.
Why are you in such a rush to leave the dance early?
I was tired of sharing you with the crowd. I wanted to have you all to myself.
Really?
You know, if I had my way, I'd have named you my queen.
Keith, that's a little out of bounds.
I like you, Heather.
Well, I like you too, Keith. But I just met you.
You feel something for me, you know it.
Keith, I don't want to.
You just need to relax.
No, you need to cut it out. Stop it. I said no. No.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Kev.
Hey, Kev.
Hey, honey, we saw your picture in the paper.
Huh?
Yeah, the homecoming dance. Look, a great big picture of the four of you.
Oh, boy. Maybe if I hurry, I can buy up the rest of the copies.
Hey, kitten. You see this? Looks like you guys had the time of your lives.
Uh-huh.
What's the matter with her?
Oh, George, she's still in a swoon over last night.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere. How long can it take to get ready for a dumb dusting lesson? Mr. Belvedere, what have you done?
I have decided to take your advice about jazzing up our little production. After all, if I am going to be a star, I should look like a star.
Yeah, but why Dracula?
Quite well. If I am to dust, where is my feather duster? Quickly, where are the props?
Right here. Okay, can we just get started? Here we go, and action.
Dust, you say? In the words of the immortal bard, whether 'tis nobler to dust the mantle or wipe it with a polished cloth. Aye, there's the rub. What are you doing?
Calling the guys in the white jackets.
Hello, Heather.
Hi.
You're missing Keith's football game.
I hate football.
There's hope for this family yet.
Mr. Belvedere, I think I'd rather be alone.
Is everything all right between you and Keith?
Fine.
You haven't taken his phone calls for a week.
I'm playing hard to get.
Oh, I see. Oh, by the way, I found something belonging to you. It was stuffed in a trunk in the attic under some of your old Cabbage Patch dolls.
I didn't want it anymore.
There's a large rip in it. How did it happen?
Keith tore it.
How?
He tried to rape me.
What? didn't you say something?
I don't know. Probably because it was my own stupid fault. I mean, I take a bath in perfume. I practically pour myself into this dress. And then I leave early with the jerk. Just so we could go park up on Makeout Mountain.
That entitles him to assault you?
He thought so.
Oh, Heather. You must tell your parents.
I'm afraid to. They never believe me. They think their precious Keith can do no wrong.
Well, perhaps you should give them a try.
Hey, we're back.
And the sooner the better. Come on.
Oh, hi, honey. Hi, Mom. Mom,
Oh, Heather, you should have seen Keith today.
Look, there's something that I need.
He scored 3 touchdowns, 1 on a punt return. I mean, this kid could go all the way to the NFL.
Speaking of going all the way, there's...
Oh, you know, we spoke to Keith after the game. He was so disappointed you weren't there to cheer him on.
Yeah, kitten. You ought to show some interest. I mean, guys like him don't grow on trees.
No. They swing on them.
Hi, Mr. Owens. George.
Hey, come on in, buddy.
Hey, it's nice of you to invite me over to see your sports collection.
It's a pleasure. Nobody else in this family appreciates it.
Wow. A football signed by Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah, he threw it at my head once when I called him Baldy.
Keith,
Hi, Heather.
what's he doing here?
I invited him. Why don't you sit down and join us, honey?
Oh, no, thank you.
Hey, come on, Heather. I haven't seen you for a long time.
Gee, I wonder why.
Hey, what's going on with you two?
Oh, Heather, I managed to repair your dress. Look, you'd never know there'd been a huge rip down the front.
What happened to your dress, honey?
Why don't you ask Keith?
What's he talking about?
Beats me.
You liar! You jumped on me and tried to rip my dress off.
Hey, lighten up. The dress ripped while we were messing around a little.
Messing around? Is that what you call trying to rape me?
What? I can't believe she's saying this.
I screamed at him to stop, but he wouldn't.
Hey, girls never mean stop when they say to. You know that.
Sure. Listen, kitten, would you excuse us 2 jocks for a minute? We need to have a little mano-a-mano time.
Ow.
You got it.
Look, Mr. Owens.
Shut up. Listen, the only reason you're still living is because you're not worth breaking an autograph bat over.
Yes, sir.
Girls never mean stop when they say to. Who taught you that, Freddy Krueger?
I'm sorry.
Sorry won't cover this one. Listen, cleats for brains. No means no. You got it?
Got it.
It's guys like you that give athletes a bad name. It's guys like you that give guys a bad name.
Can I go now?
Get out of here. See you around my daughter or anyone else's. You'll be running pass patterns in a body cast. Oh, honey, why'd you wait so long to tell us?
I don't know. I was ashamed. I thought it was my fault.
But you didn't do anything wrong.
Thanks, Mom.
Heather, we're your parents, and you can come to us with anything.
Yeah, even if it seems like we're too old and dumb to understand.
So are you okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna be fine.
Hey, kitten, another thing I don't get. I mean, Keith's a pretty big guy. How'd you get away from him anyway?
Well, Dad, I did what you always taught me to do. I kicked him where it would hurt most.
Ooh, hey, that's my girl. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the world premiere of my Mr. Belvedere video.
Prepare to see genius at work.
My thoughts exactly.
I'm Mr. Belvedere, here to show you how to get rid of those irritating stains on your breadboard. It's easy the Belvedere way. Simply measure.
But there are two in Belvedere's. One is a dedicated, sensitive housekeeper. The other is the housekeeper from hell. Who is he? What is he? Why is he here? Let's learn more about this larger-than-life housekeeper. Mr. Belvedere comes from an old, distinguished family. After spending several years in the armed forces, Mr. Belvedere made his triumphant entrance onto the North American continent. Mr. Belvedere is the perfect housekeeper. He tends gardens. He unplugs stopped toilets. And Mr. Belvedere makes friends wherever he goes. A hard worker, Mr. Belvedere cherishes his quiet, private moments. He's a great little dancer. And he's no slouch as a singer. But as talented as Mr. Belvedere is, he's decided not to do any more videos. Well, Mr. Belvedere, what'd you think?
Not enough close-ups.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
With the help of her family, Heather is turning a bad experience into one of personal growth. As for Keith, I think he'll be out of circulation for a while. It seems a little birdie told his parents about his recent exploits. I wonder who that could be. Meanwhile, I've abandoned my quest for stardom. I suppose I was a bit dazzled by the thought of my name in lights. Come in.
Mr. Belvedere, could you turn this thing off? It's keeping me awake.
Show business is my life.
Oh, boy, we showed them 48-6.
But they did their best. So let us not gloat or act superior.
Well, where'd you learn to slam dunk like that?
Well, the stilt taught me the slam part.
And he learned to dunk at Donut World.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, honey.
So you ready to go?
Yep, let's go.
Where are you guys off to?
Garage sales. I'm helping Kevin find some stuff for his apartment.
Hey, Kev, there's a lot of junk up in the attic. Help yourself.
Oh, thanks. You know, I might take that horse with a clock in his stomach.
Oh, that was a wedding gift.
Well, let me know if there's anything else you guys want to get rid of.
How about Wesley?
Hey, is that old Spot?
What did we tell you about letting him run around without a leash?
Well, he always comes back in time for Lassie.
Oh, no. He's chasing Grandma Huffnagel.
Oh, that old broad can really hustle with that walker.
Oh, she's going to try and hurdle the hedge.
What a job!
Pity she swallowed her cigar.
What's the matter?
Has your dog been on this counter?
No.
Then why are there paw prints on my carrot cake?
Come on, Spot. I think it's time for a walk.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Okay. Boy, I'd sure hate to be on a leash.
Yes, but the rest of us would feel far safer.
Okay.
Oh, Hey, Miss Belvedere.
Hi, Ken. Oh, it looks like you found a garage sale.
Yep, sure did. And I found some really great stuff for my apartment. What do you think?
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. What is it?
Beats me, but it only costs a quarter.
Oh, then you've got some change coming.
Boy, this thing is heavy.
What you got there?
It's a chair. Heather bought it.
Well, at least she bought something that has a name.
Come on, I have to take it upstairs.
Oh, just a minute, just a minute. If I'm not mistaken, this looks like a Chippendale chair. Why, yes, I'd say 18th century.
Wow,
Yeah.
just think how many tushies have sat in it.
I don't think you quite grasp my point. This is a genuine antique.
Really?
Oh, yes. Properly restored, it might be worth a great deal of money.
Really?
Yes. I'd say several $1,000s.
Really?
Stop that.
And I only paid $5 for it, and you thought it was a piece of junk. I'm rich. I'm gonna buy a car, and a condo, and an Epilady.
Hey, wait a minute. I loaned you that $5. Means the chair's mine.
Well, it was my idea to go to the garage sale in the first place.
Oh, and now, children, why don't you restore it together and share the profits?
What?
I don't know.
Or each take half.
Opera, ballet, Shakespeare. Geez, 64 channels and there's nothing decent to watch.
Well, then why don't we just talk?
Okay.
Mom, Dad.
Go do your homework.
I don't have any homework.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't think we've met. I'm Marcia Owens, and this is my husband.
This isn't a social call. I found your dog in my yard, hanging around my prize poodle, Fifi.
Well, maybe you wanted to buy her a drink.
You don't seem to understand. I've paid over $800 in stud service.
Then why are you in such a bad mood?
I'm warning you. I don't ever want to see that unmannered, ill-bred little runt of yours in my yard again.
And that goes for you, too, Spot.
You are about to be put in the hands of a true professional.
Kevin, what are you doing?
Oh, just a little sanding. No problem, really.
Well, you can't use it on the chair. You'll turn it into sawdust. Look, I went to the bookstore and I got these.
The art of woodworking, restoring antique furniture, loins of fire.
I thought it was a cookbook.
Yeah, well, why don't you find the recipe, and I'll take care of the chair.
Look, Kevin, this chair is worth a lot of money. If we're going to refinish it, we're going to do it right. Now, we start with this.
What do you want me to do, brush my teeth?
Oh, we're going to use it to get every particle out of every crevice.
Well, why don't we just soak it in efferdence?
Boy, you should have seen it. Spot saw Fifi and took off. Dad chased him across the park, through the duck pond, and finally caught him in the garbage dump.
My George, you look dog-tired.
I'm sorry, Dad. Spot's not in control. He's in love with Fifi.
Oh, Wesley, don't be silly. Dogs don't fall in love. They beget.
Beget? Mm-hmm. What is it with you British? You're so uptight and proper. Why don't you just come out and say what you mean?
Very well. You're an idiot.
You know, we really should get him fixed.
Good idea.
What do you mean, get him fixed?
Oh, well, it's an operation, honey. And afterwards, Spot won't be able to make puppies.
And he won't be so interested in Belvedere's leg.
Okay, I guess this is for your own good. Come on, boy. Well, I can still call you that.
This had better be good. I was in the middle of a meatball hoagie.
Oh, trust me, you'll love this.
Well, here it is.
Why, it's magnificent.
Well, it should be. We worked on it for 3 months.
Now let's sell the sucker.
Oh, do we really have to?
What do you mean?
Well, it's just I've grown so attached to her. The arch of her back, the curve of her legs, the roundness of her seat.
You've been reading Loins of Fire.
Look, I don't want to sell Penelope.
You named the chair Penelope?
Hey, Belvedere! Hurry up with my pants!
Here they are, freshly ironed. Would you like to get that? Just a moment.
Okay.
Why, Mrs. Dodd, do come in.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I didn't have my pants on.
Must run in the family. These squirming, ugly little trolls belong to you.
What?
I warned you this would happen if you didn't keep that mutt of yours out of my yard.
Our Spot and your Fifi? No, I'm afraid that's impossible.
What do you want, a videotape? There's that four-legged Casanova.
Mrs. Dodd, Spot was neutered right before Fifi went into heat.
Yeah. Wes here took him to the vet, right, champ?
Yeah, I took Spot to the vet.
You see, if my son said he took the dog, then he took him.
Mom.
I mean, Wesley may be many things.
Mom.
But I will not have you marching in here only to suggest that my son is deceitful, duplicitous, or dishonest. It's simply not in his nature.
Mom, Spot never got fixed.
What?
I took him to the vet's office, but I didn't leave him there. He never had the operation.
Now, that's the Wesley I know.
Wes, why didn't you get the dog fixed?
Dad always said if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Look, I took him to the vet's office, and the lady behind the counter was about to take him, and then Spot gave me this look.
What look?
This look.
Wesley, the dog was just nervous, and I don't blame him.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, who's puppies?
Spots. He made whoopee with Fifi.
Way to go, macho pup. I mean, bad Spot, bad.
Look, from now on, I'll keep him on his leash, and I won't let him go near any girl dogs, I promise.
Oh, guess again, mister. This dog's going to the vet's right now.
But, Mom...
Believe me, it's for the best.
Well, what if it's against his religion?
Hey, come on, pal. No dog's got a religion.
What about Saint Bernard's? You know, you're going to have to find homes for these.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's going to be your responsibility to watch them, to feed them, and to scoop the poop. Do you understand?
Don't worry, Mr. Belvedere. I'll take care of everything, I promise.
Come on, Wes. I'll take you to school.
Okay. See ya.
I distinctly told you to stay in your box. Hmm? Are you trying to vex Mr. Belvedere? Hmm?
Hey, Belvedere. Look who I found eating your ding-dongs. He had that cream filling all over his face, just like you get.
Today has been a slice of heaven.
Look out! That was pretty close. You almost made a puppy pancake.
Thank you, George. I'm so relieved.
Think how he feels.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Hey, you found homes for any of these dogs yet?
Well, I asked around at school, but everybody I know already has a pet. Except Miss Ryan, who said if she wanted a hairy beast in bed, she'd get married again.
Well, you better get with it, pal.
I will. I guess these guys were a lot of trouble today, huh?
Yes, but I decided to look on the bright side, keep a positive attitude, and one day, Get even. How nice. No puppies, no people. Ah.
Oh, hi, Miss Belvedere.
Hello.
What are you doing out here?
I was just admiring your handiwork.
Yeah, well, we've been talking to antique dealers, and they say our chair could be worth $4,000 or $5,000.
Oh, what do they know?
Well, enough to convince me to sell the chair. We're going to use the money to buy more antiques.
Yeah, maybe go into our own business.
Yeah, isn't that a great idea?
No, I mean, I wouldn't rush into anything.
You know, it's funny, I've never even sat in it.
Oh, and you shouldn't. I mean, it's extremely delicate.
Are you kidding? This baby's so well built it could take a bull elephant.
I wouldn't be too sure of that.
Go ahead, try it out.
So there's 2 outs. It's the bottom of the 5th, and Manny Sanguian steps to the plate. He starts scratching himself. That's something ball players and you guys have in common. Anyway, so as he gets up to the plate, he steps
Look
to
at that. The vet said he's gonna be fine. Now remember, boy, you're supposed to take it easy for a couple days. Oh, too glad that's over.
I don't think it's over. What about these guys?
You mean Larry, Moe, and Curly?
Yeah. You know, you found homes for only 2 of the puppies.
So?
So we can't keep them forever.
What am I gonna do?
Well, maybe you could try running an ad in the paper.
Huh?
Well, you know, something catchy like, hurry up and adopt a cute little mutt before it gets squashed under Belvedere's butt.
I think I can top that.
Excuse me.
Hello. We've come about the ad for the puppies.
Are you Wesley?
Bite your tongue.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Your ad has had quite a response. What did you say?
Oh, nothing special?
So when's the drawing for the cruise?
What cruise?
Well, it says adopt a puppy and you could be the lucky winner of a free cruise to the Bahamas aboard the SS Belvedere.
Is that a big ship?
I'm sorry, there is no cruise. It was just a ploy to get you here.
But I've already bought my bikini.
What about the free prizes?
Yeah, the color TV, the satellite dish, my very own butler for a week.
Wesley.
Well, okay. So there's no cruise and no prizes. But look at these puppies. Wouldn't you like to have one? Oh, come on. They're real cute, and they'll make really great pets.
I'm so sorry about your bikini. Wesley, what made you do such a foolish thing?
Look, I'm getting desperate. We have to find homes for these guys.
Yes, well, that's no way to go about it.
Mr. Belvedere, you're always good at stuff like this. What am I going to do?
I honestly don't know.
Well, I guess this is the animal shelter.
That's right. You find some strays?
Not exactly. See, my dog Spot met this other dog named Fifi, and they sort of got together.
And they weren't into family planning.
Right. Anyway, this is Larry, Moe, and Curly.
I think you mean Larry, Moe, and Shirley.
Oh. Well, I only found homes for 2 of them, and I figured maybe you could help with the rest.
Well, we'll keep them as long as we can.
And then what?
Here. You fill this out. Everything's explained on the reverse side. And I'll make sure they get in a front cage.
so everyone will see him.
Thanks. Can you give us a minute?
Sure.
Look, I know being at the animal shelter isn't that great, but it's gonna work out, I promise. Now, whenever someone comes to look for a pet, do your puppy thing, you know, jump around, chase your tails, trip over each other. Oh, and one of you should pretend to be asleep in the food bowl. That always gets them.
All set?
Yeah, I guess so. See you around.
Hi.
How'd you like to adopt the... Oh, it's you.
Yeah, great so.
You know, I was thinking, and if we moved them, you know, down here, then maybe people would see them when they
Wesley,
came.
we don't have any more time.
What do you mean?
I mean, I have other dogs that need this cage.
Well, they're not real big. You know, they could share it.
Now, look, you know I kept them as long as I could.
Hey, what are you doing?
Wesley, I think you should go home.
What are you going to take them out of there
Wesley, please.
What are you going to do? Just drag them off somewhere and kill them?
Oh, hello. Did I come at a bad time?
Mr. Belvedere, what are you doing here?
I found some clown who might adopt your puppies.
Huh?
Quickly, Lynn, quickly. I have a show in 30 minutes.
This is Mr. Sigmund.
You really are a clown.
Right, kid.
Mr. Sigmund uses dogs in his act, and he's looking for some puppies that he could train to take over for the older dogs.
Are these the puppies that you were telling me about?
That's right.
You're real neat, Mr. Sigmund.
Well, I don't know. They look kind of runty to me.
Actually, they come from a very good bloodline, which is more than I can say for the people in the family. Oh, Spot. Here, boy.
Spot!
Wesley, why don't you have Spot show Mr. Sigmund some of his tricks?
Spot, I know you just got out of the hospital, but Larry, Mo, and Shirley are counting on you. If Mr. Sigmund sees how smart and clever you are, he may adopt your kids. And let's face it, they're the only kids you're ever going to have.
He doesn't know how lucky he is.
Down. Okay, roll over. Good. Okay, sit up. Good.
I'd say the dog has the boy rather well trained.
Can I borrow this?
Oh, I'm in this deep. What the heck?
Okay, go jump. Go jump. Go jump. Go jump.
Just like my wife. Does he play dead, too?
Well, what do you think, Mr. Sigmund?
Will you stop hacking me, huh? Okay, I'll take him.
Thank you, Mr. Sigmund.
Don't mention it.
Just a few forms to fill out.
Oh, I knew we'd find homes for him. Thanks, Mr. Belvedere.
Yes. Well, I suppose they're luckier than most. How's the reconstruction coming along?
Oh, not so good.
It is one of a kind, isn't it?
You know something? Life stinks.
Oh, please don't start that again.
Oh, why shouldn't I? Penelope is broken. Why'd you have to go sit on her?
Because she's a chair. Penelope is a chair.
Oh, she was a chair. Now she's a freak of nature.
Takes one to know one.
Hey, don't call me names. This is all your fault.
Actually, it was mine.
Huh?
I sat on Penelope before Kevin did, and she cracked. Here. I think this should cover the costs. I've made it out to both of you.
Mr. Belvedere, we can accept this.
I insist.
It was an accident.
No, it's the least I could do.
What?
$5?
Well, that's what you paid for it. Don't spend it all in one place.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
After coming face to face with the sad plight of unwanted pets, Wesley has begun to urge all of his friends to have their dogs and cats spayed or neutered. Spot is living proof that it makes for a happy and healthy pet.
Wesley, get down here. Spot buried Grandma Hufnagel's teeth.
It's nice to see he hasn't lost any of his old charm.
The Boston Globe calls Life Goes On the best new drama series of the year. Don't miss it tomorrow.
Tuesday, Tony turns teacher on Who's the Boss, and Kevin panics when a gorgeous knockout and his first case of acne arrive at the same time. On the Wonder Years. Now stay tuned for Living Dolls.
I took these lights down myself last year, and I wound them up real neat. Now look at them. Why do they do this?
Maybe it's their mating season.
Now there's a guy who really lights up a room.
Oh, come on, Wes, cut it out.
I don't know, honey. You look very festive.
Yeah, I mean, you wear your golf pants in public. What's the difference?
Hi, remember me? I'm Carl Putnam.
Uh-oh. One of those happy guys.
Helping others happily. That's our motto.
Merry Christmas, Carl. Come on in.
No, never mind. I'll come back later when you're through trimming your husband.
No, that's okay.
Well, as you know, it's at this time of year that we have the Happy Guys annual benefit for the Home for Not So Happy Kids.
Oh, sure. Here you go.
No, that's all right, George. It's not your money we want. It's you.
I'm out of here.
Wait a minute, George. Carl, what is it exactly you want George to do?
Well, we were hoping you'd all participate in the Happy Guys annual Christmas pageant. This year we're doing Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Did you ever hear of it?
Well, sure. That's the one with the Grinch, right?
Gotcha, you know, the holidays are so hectic for us.
Fine. When I have to close down the Home for Not So Happy Kids, I'll just tell all those hollow-eyed little waifs that the Owens were too busy to help out.
All right, we'll be there for the auditions.
Ah, gee, thanks. But we still have to find somebody who can play Scrooge.
Wesley, you little snipe! I spent 6 weeks making miniature fruitcakes, and you've used them as hockey pucks.
Hey, lighten up. It's Christmas.
There's no Christmas for nasty boys.
I think we found our Scrooge.
To such an odious, stingy, unfeeling myth as Mr. Scrooge. Well, am I Mrs. Cratchit or what?
I'll get back to you.
What do you mean you'll get back to me? I'm your wife.
Yeah, I know. All right, next auditionee, Marcia.
Wish me luck. And only.
Well done, Marcia. Oh, well done. You'll play Scrooge's fiancée.
But I only said 2 words.
Yes, but you said them beautifully. You'll also play Scrooge's sister.
Thank you.
That was easy.
All right, everybody, listen up. The cast for A Christmas Carol is as follows. Scrooge will be Lynn Belvedere. Bob Cratchit, Kevin Owens. Mrs. Cratchit, Heather Owens. Tiny Tim, Wesley Owens. Marley's ghost, George Owens, Scrooge's sister, and fiancée, Marcia Owens.
What's going on?
What do you mean, Ralph?
Woman, you're giving the Owens family all the good parts.
Yeah. Last year you said you'd make it up to me when you passed me over for the sugar plum fairy.
And I, for one, am an unhappy gal.
And if these gals aren't happy today, we aren't going to be happy guys tonight. If you catch my drift.
Count your blessings.
All right. Quiet, everyone. We'll take it from the nephew's entrance. Oh, that's me. Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Merry Christmas. What right have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
Ah, but you're rich. What right have you to be Morrissey?
The word is not Morrissey. It is morose.
Oh, yeah. All right, from the top.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly.
No, that's not your cue. Can't you guys get anything right?
Hey, we're happy guys. Not Fred Waring and the Pennsylvanians.
All right, we'll take it from my line about the dinner. Please, Uncle, come. Dine with us tomorrow.
I should see you in Hades first.
Why cannot we be friends?
Because Tiny Tim is playing stickball with his crutch. Wesley, this is appalling.
Hey, on the playground, that would have been a double.
Oh, let's go to scene 4. Bob Cratchit asking Scrooge for Christmas Day off.
If you please, Mr. Scrooge, tomorrow being Christmas, I was hoping I might have the day off.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly.
Attention! All right. We'll take it from Cratchit's line.
If you please, Mr. Scrooge. Seeing that tomorrow is Christmas, I was hoping I might have the day off.
Where is my ledger? It distinctly says in the script at this point, I pick up my ledger.
All right. Who's got the ledger? Okay, here you are. Here you go.
The 3 little pigs. You expected to play Scrooge, carrying the 3 little pigs?
Here's the season to be jolly.
That's enough. Stop shouting and howling. Be gone. Get out. Off with you, you miserable curs.
Wait a minute, Mr. Belvedere. That line isn't in the script.
Neither is anything else. This isn't Dickens, it isn't England, and it certainly isn't theater. How can you call yourself a director?
Well, if you think you can do any better, why don't you try?
I thought you'd never ask. All right, everybody, quiet, please. Ladies and gentlemen, settle down. Now then, from the top, scene 3.
Hello, Bob. How is Mrs. Cratchit and all the small assorted Cratchits?
Stop. Carl, please, don't affect an English accent.
I was only trying to be authentic.
Wouldn't you rather be good? Now, once again, please, from Bob Cratchit's line.
They're all fine, sir. We have high hopes that Tiny Tim is feeling better soon.
He'll be getting into an ambulance if I catch him. Wesley?
Sorry, Mr. Big-Time Director. Just trying to keep our worthless selves occupied, sir.
If you want to keep yourselves occupied, I suggest you practice your singing.
Oh, speaking of singing, I had an idea for a little number that might make Scrooge's sister more interesting.
Yes, well, perhaps when it's your scene, but not just now. All right, then. Now, please, gentlemen, remember, it is Christmas. It is England. And it is cold.
I'm not cold.
Me neither. As a matter of fact, it's kind of hot in here.
You too? I thought it was just me. Now, cut it out, you guys.
That was me.
And when we say, yip, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma. Okay. Oklahoma.
met you, I was prepared to hate you, but no more. You have touched this happy gal's heart. Thank you, Doris. What do you think, Mr. Belvedere?
Words fail me.
Well, if she can sing, can I tap dance?
What about my bird call?
Stop it! All of you, stop it!
What's the matter, big guy?
You obviously don't care to do the play the right way, so go ahead. Do it your way. As George would say, I'm out of here.
Come on, Wes. We don't want to be late for rehearsal. Why not? Play's no fun without Mr. Belvedere. I mean, torturing Carl just isn't the same.
Well, somebody had to take over directing when Mr. Belvedere quit.
Well, yeah, but did he have to make his wife Scrooge?
Well, what's wrong with a woman playing Scrooge?
I have to play her fiancé. Oh, Mr. Belvedere, please come back to the play.
Yeah, it's going to be a disaster without you.
Yeah, big guy. I mean, it wasn't all that great with you, but at least you were holding it together.
Sorry, I have plans. I'm spending the evening with a witty and very dear friend.
Well, who's that?
Me. Now, you better run along. You'll be late for rehearsal.
Yeah, we better go. I guess I'll have to find the inner Cratchit myself.
You know, you may have quit the play, but you'll always be Scrooge.
Good night. I need some rest. Who's there? Who is it?
Belvedere.
George! What kind of stupid prank is this?
Ooh. It's too late for me, but there's still time to save yourself.
George, this is ridiculous. And why are you wearing such a silly outfit?
These are the chains I forged in life, link by link. Get it, big guy?
Apparently, it is too late to save me from bad jokes. Now be on your way.
Before the night is out, you will be visited by 3 spirits. The first at the stroke of 1.
Out! 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 "1 a.m.? I didn't set the clock for 1 a.m.
Take my hand.
Mrs. Owens, what are you doing in my room with a menorah on your head?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
What are you talking about?
Take my hand.
Why?
Will you just take my hand?
Where are we going?
I can't tell you, but there's still time to save yourself.
From what?
Walk this way.
Where is this place?
Don't you remember?
It's Pennington School.
Do you recognize that child?
Why, it's me. Master Belvedere, have you completed your punishment?
Yes, sir. I've written, I will not throw food at my neighbor 964 times.
What about the other 36?
But it's Christmas Eve, sir.
There is no Christmas for nasty boys.
Oh, poor lad. This is pitiful.
Yes, it is. Missing Christmas is a terrible thing.
Cheerio and pip, your nephew.
Uncle Charles.
Yes, child. I've come to take you home to sing carols by the Yule log.
Oh, wonderful. I do love Christmas so. But what's my punishment?
We'll fax it. Come along, my boy.
It's time for us to go, too.
But I want to go with them.
No. I'm afraid not.
Oh, please, please. Heather, is that you? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm not Heather. I'm the ghost of Christmas presents. Take my hand.
Again with the hand?
Come with me, Mr. Belvedere, and I'll show you the real Christmas present.
Why not? Oh, look! Donut World is still open.
We have a more important destination.
If I'd known we were going to fly, I'd have worn long johns.
We're here to observe.
Why? I've seen all I want to of this wretched production.
Well, gee, these folks don't seem too wretched to me.
We're in the money. We're in the money.
We've got a lot of what it takes to get along.
Oh, the poorhouse scene has really come to life. All right, from Scrooge's arrival. Ready, dear?
Ready?
Take it from Bob Cratchit's line.
Ah, Tiny Tim. If we only had a really awesome Christmas dinner.
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
The play.
Answer the door, Tiny Tim.
You got it.
Merry Christmas, Tiny Tim.
Huh? Who are you?
I'm Scrooge.
You mean that old crow Dad's always kvetching about?
Yes. I was a little irregular, but I'm much better now. And I've brought you a super snack.
Wow! A Christmas pizza!
With pepperoni!
The classic play. They'll be ridiculed, laughed at.
Maybe if they had a better director.
Don't look at me.
I won't. But your next visitor will.
Oh, Heather! Heather! Please! Heather! Are you the ghost of Christmas yet to come? I dread you most of all.
Take my hand. It's time to reveal your future.
I'm not sure I want to go in there.
I'm not sure I do either.
George. George.
Huh?
George, do you remember the first Christmas we spent together as husband and wife 72 years ago?
What about Mexico? Thanks for the lift home from college, Wes.
Sure. What are younger, more successful brothers for?
Hey, Dad, my counselor says I only need one more credit to graduate. I'll be in the class of 2041. Who looks like a Attila the Hun?
How's my favorite little inside trader?
Great. I just bought the moon from Donald Trump.
Why don't you take a flying leap at it?
You know, you sound just like poor old Mr. Belvedere.
Am I dead?
Worse. It's your 114th birthday.
Why are you making me leave the kitchen? I don't want to leave the kitchen.
Now, Mr. Belvedere, calm down and drink your nice strained Oreos. Come on now, open up. Here comes the Jupiter shuttle.
Hey, old guy. Guess who called this morning? Willard Scott.
Called to wish you a happy 114th birthday. You also got a card from Angela. Happy birthday, Mr. Bamboozle.
68 years old and Angela's still an idiot.
Careful, you're talking about the President of the United States.
This is monstrous. 114 years old and still living with the Owens family.
You have only yourself to blame.
What do you mean? I hate you all. I quit.
Not so fast, old guy. You're forgetting something. You can't quit.
Why, you're the most hated man in town.
Remember when you left the Happy Guys play 50 years ago? It turned out to be the worst mistake you ever made.
That's right. The play bombed, the people demanded their money back. The home for not-so-happy kids had to close down. They built a toxic waste dump on the site. The whole town stank. Property values went down. And everybody's poor. And it's all your fault.
Must have slipped my mind.
See for yourself.
Don't worry, Mr. Belvedere. You'll always have us.
Forever and ever.
Trapped with the Owens for eternity. Oh, no. No! I've got to save that play.
So Doris was pretty good at Scrooge.
Yeah, it was real game of her to grow her own mustache.
Oh, my dear Owens family, give me the answer that I pray for. Am I too late?
No, Mr. Pizza's open for at least another hour.
No, I mean, the play. Have I missed the play?
The play's not for another week.
Oh, wonderful child. Marvelous family. I'm not too late. I'll save the play. I don't have to live with you forever.
Why is it you never have a camera when you need one? Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
'Tis the night before Christmas, and last night's Happy Guys production was a rousing success. The play raised an all-time high in contributions for the home for not-so-happy kids. Further, it showed me that through the true spirit of Christmas, almost anything is possible.
Mike, if I came through here, somebody closed the chimney.
Make that everything is possible. Hello, everyone.
Lynn!
Hello, Ralph.
Hi, Ellen. Gotcha. What's new?
Hopefully those lemon crullers.
Wow, it looks like it's feeding time at the zoo.
It must be, Luan. You're out of your cage.
Do you want me to put these in a box, or are you just going to stand over this tray and graze?
Oh, lovely. Lemon crullers from a sourpuss.
Oh, what do you know? Tart remarks from a limey.
You two, you're better than the Roadrunner and the Coyote. Here you are, Lynn.
Thank you.
Oh, come over here. I want to show you something.
Oh, Ralph, it's not going to be another of those practical jokes.
No, no, I promise.
Oh, good. My eyebrows are still singed from the last one.
No, this is more of a tribute to my best customer, Len Belvedere.
And they say sophisticated humor is dead.
Well, come on, Luann. We're almost out of jelly filled. You want to make some?
As soon as you get me some powdered sugar, it's way up on that top shelf in back, where you know I can't reach it.
All right, I'll be back in a jiff.
Sooner or later, one of Ralph's practical jokes is going to backfire on him. Maybe sooner than we think.
Death of Ralph Del Vecchio. He will be missed by all of us here today, especially his loyal customers. Ralph Del Vecchio welcomed everyone into his humble shop until that fateful day when he was buried in an avalanche of powdered sugar and rainbow sprinkles.
By the time I got to him, he was just laying there with a glazed look in his eyes.
Now to say a few words in Ralph's memory is a man who loved his donuts more than any man ever loved donuts, Mr. Lynn Belvedere.
In honor of Ralph's memory, I have written a poem. It is called Ode to the Donut Man. The donut man has gone away, only crumbs left on the tray. The deep fat fryer is silent and still. No lemon crullers left to fill. No maple logs or cinnamon buns. No jelly-filled or powdered ones. No bear claws puffs or apple fritters. No devil's food.
Thank you, Mr. Belvedere. That was very sweet.
But there's more.
Save a little something for the graveside.
Ah, indeed.
Thank you. Those of you who wish to may attend the burial, after which we will serve coffee and, you know.
Mr. Belvedere, that was lovely.
Yeah, real food for thought.
Well, Lynn, that was some send-off you gave old Ralph. I never knew you could speak that way.
You mean in verse?
No, with your mouth empty. Well, at least Ralph is in a better place.
Obviously. You're not there.
Ralph made a good apple fritter.
The best.
Norman Randall.
Oh, how'd you do?
I have been Ralph's attorney for the past 20 years. Mr. Belvedere, I wonder if you might have time to stop by my office sometime tomorrow. Ralph left you something in his will.
Say what?
I'm sorry you're so upset.
You bet your frosted long johns I'm upset. Why did he leave this place to you?
Perhaps because I have a head for donuts.
Yeah, with a great big hole in it.
A few for the road on the house.
You trying to fix a ticket or just run us out of business?
You've been on my back ever since I took over.
Well, look at you. You stroll in here late, you give away half our merchandise, and you eat what's left.
I have 2 words for you. Make donuts.
You don't want to hear the 2 words I have for you.
You are the most difficult, exasperating, contentious.
Hello.
Belvedere, Luann.
Yeah, we stopped by to see how things are going.
Plus, Heather threatened to make breakfast again.
Oh, everything's just fine, fine.
Well, then why are the veins in your neck bulging out?
They're trying to keep up with the rest of him.
Yeah, you sure spent a little time down here.
Why don't you go home?
No, there are certain things I have to take care of.
They've been taken care of are the 4 basic food groups: fried, glazed, powdered, and sprinkled. Yeah. Here, have some of my special double chocolate donuts.
Come on, you can eat them on the way to school.
What do I owe you?
Oh, No charge. We'll just put them on Ronald McDonald's tab.
Hey, thanks, big guy.
Now who's giving away the store?
That's different. They're my donuts.
My donuts. My donut store. My donuts.
My butt.
That's it. I've had enough of your sass.
You got that right. I quit.
Oh, no. You're fired. I can run this place very well by myself, thank you.
You're welcome.
You know what Luann did today?
She quit.
How did you know?
Word gets around.
If I never see that woman again, it'll be too soon.
Okay, who wants hot apple pie?
This must be a nightmare.
Yeah, if I pinch myself, maybe I'll wake up.
This house simply isn't big enough for the two of us.
You'll just have to work around each other.
No mean feat.
No, it'll be easy. When Mr. Belvedere's at work, Luann will be here. Then when he gets back, she can go home.
Well, I'm back.
Fine. You can do the dishes.
You sure made a lot of food.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Why is that?
Because I said so.
Morning.
All right.
Good morning.
Wesley, get that plastic vomit off my plate.
Those are cheese grits.
Oh, well, I just wanted a root beer.
Root beer? Is that the kind of breakfast you let your daughter have?
You know, Heather, she's right. You should sit down and have a balanced meal. Well, I'll see you tonight.
Bye.
And where do you think you're going?
Oh, to court. I have to argue a case.
Not on an empty stomach, you're not.
Oh, Luann.
Don't all Luann me. You just got finished telling her to have a balanced meal. Now, was that a bunch of hooey or what? That's better. And if the judge gives you a hard time, just tell him to call me.
Okay, let's dig in.
Hold it! Don't you want to say something first?
No belching?
Don't you want to say thank you?
Oh, thank you, Luann.
Not to me, to him.
Okay, who wants to say grace?
Hey, I got all day.
Come on, Dracula. Suck her veins dry.
What are you doing out of bed?
Watching Shakespeare Theater.
Get back to your room.
Come on, Luann.
It's late.
It's 8:30.
Get going.
Luann, I don't think you know who you're dealing with here. I'm Wesley T. Owens, and I can be a lot scarier than Dracula.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Fine. Go ahead. Watch anything you want.
That's more like it.
And in the morning, I will tell your parents about that secret Swiss bank account of yours.
How'd you know about that?
Maybe you don't know who you're dealing with.
Okay, I'm going.
Good evening.
It was till you arrived.
Ah, it's awfully quiet. Have you killed everyone?
No. I worked them, fed them, and put them to bed.
Oh, come now. You expect me to believe that after one day you've managed to control this family? Oh, impossible.
And where do you think you're going?
I want a cookie.
You've already brushed your teeth. Now get back to bed. So where have you been? Cleaning up that mess you made at the donut shop?
For your information, I was hiring your replacement.
Just one? I did the work of 3.
Yes. Larry, Moe, and Curly. You're supposed to be working.
I was taking a break.
The way you work, what's the difference?
Hey, look, for 75 cents an hour, I don't have to take abuse.
Customers will be pouring through that door any second. Now, you got the hang of that machine?
Yeah, it's no problem. My first batch should be draining by now.
Well, let's have a look. What's this? To eat or to sit on?
You said you wanted a variety.
I expected more of you, Kevin. What about all that experience with Mr. Clucks?
But that was night frying. This is day frying. They're completely different.
I think the only thing that's fried is your brain.
Hey, will you lighten up? That was my first donut. Later on, I got much better.
Oh, yes, much improved. What do we do with that?
Well, we can put jelly in it. It's easy. Look, you just take this, you stick it in the donut, and squeeze.
No problem.
Hey.
I didn't want to waste a napkin.
Well, let's forget about the jelly filling. What these donuts really need are some sprinkles.
Good idea. But let's not forget the powdered sugar.
Or the whipped cream.
Or the chocolate frosting. You know, Kevin, you look much better than your donuts.
Very funny.
Good morning, officer.
Oh, hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, Wesley. What can I do for you? I'm very busy.
But there's nobody here.
Well, they're all in the bathroom.
Where's Kevin?
He doesn't work here.
Why not?
Creative differences.
Oh. Can I have a donut?
Well, only one. You see, they're going like hot cakes.
Maybe Spot could use this as a chew bone.
Wesley, if you come here to make my life miserable, you're succeeding.
Yeah, my life's pretty miserable, too, thanks to Luann.
Well, I suppose there's good in everyone.
Mr. Belvedere, why don't you just admit that this isn't working out for you and hire Luann back?
I will not admit defeat, especially not to her.
You always tell us to do the sensible thing. Don't you think you should practice what you preach?
I will not be lectured to by a teenage psychopath. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some donut holes to glaze.
I'll take a dozen. Dad needs some new golf balls.
Okay, Luann. I finished cleaning my room.
It's about time.
What are you reading? Modern Donut.
I'm just trying to keep up with my trade. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, it's fine.
Good. Now go sweep the patio.
Well, theoretically. Isn't that why we're paying you?
Are you whining again?
Well, I finished mowing the lawn. Of course, first I had to shovel off the snow.
Did you trim the edges?
Oh, come on, Luann, don't make me work anymore.
Well, I'm going to the mall. See ya. Hold it. What's underneath that coat?
Huh?
Come on, let's see. Just how are you supposed to sit down like a lady in something like that?
Mom. Oh, come on, Luann. That's not so bad, and it's in style now. Honey, go change.
Are you going to let her run our lives like this?
You know, I never thought I'd say this, but I wish Belvedere was back.
Me too.
Well, I just went to see him, and he wants to come back, but he's too stubborn to admit it.
And I think Luann wants to go back to Donut World.
Well, maybe if we got her and Mr. Belvedere together, they could work things out.
Or kill each other.
Well, either way, we win.
Look, Maybe she'll just mellow out.
Dinner in 5 minutes if you pass fingernail inspection.
Oh, nice of you to drop by.
Wasn't my idea. They said they were taking me bowling.
They told me that once. Then they dumped me in the country.
Too bad you found your way back.
I bet they wish they had me back now.
Oh, I'm doing the best I can.
Well, so am I, but these donuts just sit here growing stale. What am I doing wrong?
That's simple. You're making them instead of eating them.
What?
You lost your best customer. Him.
Well, it was much more fun over that side of the counter.
And I'd rather fry donuts anytime than to put up with those fools.
I scaled Everest. I've swum the English Channel. Why can't I make a donut?
'Cause you never learned how. I did. Donuts are my life.
Well, you'd think they'd be mine, too. After all, you are what you eat. Hi there. Why, hello, Mr. Randall. What brings you here?
I just came by to see how you both were doing.
Miserable.
Good. I think someone would like to speak to you.
Oh, hi, Len. Hi, Luann.
Why, it's Ralph.
I bet you didn't expect to see me again. In case you were wondering, I'm still dead. And this is my video will.
Video will?
That's right, Len, my video will. And if my plan is working by now, you can't stand the sight of another donut.
Yes, you might say I've had my fill.
Because you were eating too many of them. And I care for you. And I care for you, too, Luann.
Yeah, right.
I really do. The truth is, you deserve the donut shop. But sometimes people don't appreciate what they have, or what they expect to have, until they lose it. So, are you two with me so far? It's really quite simple. I hereby bequeath 90% of Beaver Falls Donut World to Luann Braxton. The other 10% to Len Belvedere, just to give him a little incentive not to eat up all the profits. Plus, you two together should keep the customers entertained. Well, I gotta go. It was fun while it lasted, but I'm late for lunch with Elvis.
There's some paperwork to sign down at my office. I'll wait for you in the car.
Mm-hmm. Well, I suppose you might say we're partners.
Just so you understand, I'm the boss.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, can I make a kite?
Certainly, Wesley. You see, I'm the boss in this house.
I bet I can make two with your boxer shorts.
Now that Luann and I have returned to what we do best, Donut World is running like a well-oiled machine, and the Owens family is not, which is as it should be. I still drop by the shop every morning, and sometimes I even offer my advice, which is when Luann puts her foot down, usually on top of mine. Deep down, though, I think she likes me. Otherwise, why would she care enough to limit me to one donut per day? Then again,
can't believe it. Was my little girl actually reading a college catalog?
Knowing her, she's probably just looking at the pictures.
I am not, you little dweeb. Hey, Mom, check out the men's swimming team.
Now, Mrs. Owens, remember you're already married to a strapping hunk of a man.
I just wanted to announce I'm taking a shower.
Oh, why? Did the neighbors complain again?
No, wise guy. It's just that with our plumbing, if anyone in Beaver Falls uses water at the same time, I get scalded redder than a lobster.
Oh, how dreadful. Well, I must do the laundry. Don't worry, George. I was just kidding. You don't have to worry about being scalded. The water heater broke again.
Oh, no. When did that happen?
Right after the septic tank backed up.
Hey, this place is getting to be more trouble than it's worth.
Hey, Dad, why don't we buy a new house?
You mean move?
Yeah, she may be right. I mean, Kevin's gone. Heather will be going off to college soon. We don't really need all this space.
Well, what do you think, Belvedere? How would you feel about us moving?
Fine. If I can stay here. It's in Amityville, and the walls ooze with blood.
Brand new. Sunken living room, skylights, cathedral ceilings.
Yeah, there's even a special place for you, big guy.
A guest room out back?
No, a walk-in pantry.
Now all we have to do is sell this place. I guess we better start lining up a realtor.
Well, who needs a realtor? You're a lawyer. You can handle the paperwork.
You know, you're right. We can sell this place ourselves. What could possibly go wrong?
I love it when they say things like that around here.
Kevin, this is such a perfect evening. Romantic music, flickering candles.
Yeah, and best of all, it's just the two of us. Alone.
Kevin! Who is that?
It's my neighbor. Oh, and don't be surprised if she's dressed like Barbara Eden.
They're asking.
Who's after you?
Excuse us. Now, come along.
Hey, wait a minute. What's going on? Who is it?
My friend, the kidnapper.
Please, I'm sorry about this. I'm Paul Cicchini. This is my wife, Madge.
Oh, hi. I'm Kevin Owens. And this is my friend, Monique.
Hi.
Hello.
We just came in from New York. Yeah, to put me away.
Now, Mother, we've talked about this. We simply feel it's time for Mother to be put in a home.
A home? Just like that?
Well, no, it's not exactly just like that. She's going to be 90 next week.
Oh, really? Happy birthday.
Shut up. Mother, it's a lovely retirement community right here in town with lots of activities. Golfing, swimming, hiking. Why don't you take a hike? Kevin, help.
Oh, look, are you sure about this home thing?
Well, it's just that we feel that Mother should be looked after in a more supervised surrounding.
Well, you could try it, Miss Cicchini. Who knows? You might even like it.
We're sorry to intrude on your evening. Say goodbye to Kevin, Mother.
Goodbye, traitor.
Goodbye, Miss Cicchini. I'll come visit you.
So, where were we? Is it ever going to stop raining?
Perhaps you should consider buying an ark.
Hey, we've been sitting here 3 hours and not even one looky-loo.
He said it was going to be a piece of cake.
Speaking of cake, when are we going to eat?
Yeah.
No eating. I don't want any crumbs in this house. Hear that, Heather? None of your boyfriends can come over.
Yeah, well, if you're here, the house won't pass pest inspection.
Hey, knock it off.
Oh, my gosh. I can't believe it. Someone's actually coming up the walk.
Battle station. Everyone act normal.
Well, there's a first time for everything.
Welcome to our lovely home.
We hope you find it warm and cozy.
Sure, why wouldn't I?
It's only you.
Nice to see you, too. Was it something I said?
What brings you back, Kevin?
Miss Cicchini.
Was she busted for belly dancing?
Worse, her son came and dragged her into some retirement home. I tried calling her, she won't even come to the phone.
Well, she's probably entertaining in the jacuzzi.
I'm really worried about her, Mr. Belvedere.
Come on, let's go cheer her up in the rest home.
Good idea, Kevin. And if I'm lucky, they can put me up for the weekend.
Mrs. Zucchini! Surprise!
Mrs. Zucchini, how do you like your new home?
It's such gopher guts.
What's wrong with it?
Everyone's old.
A retirement home with old people? What's the world coming to? We bought you some treats. Look, I have your favorite candy, a sugar daddy.
I don't want it.
Well, there's something I know you'll like. The swimsuit edition of Beefcake magazine.
Yeah, pumps in trunk.
No, thanks.
Belvedere, I've never seen her so down.
This is worse than I thought. Well, there's always one thing that perks her up.
What's that?
I regret that I have only one push to give for Mrs. Zucchini.
Why, Mr. Belvedere, you dropped your candy.
Oh, so I did. I shall have to bend over to pick it up. I'm bending over. Aren't you going to pinch my bottom, Mrs. Zucchini?
Weirdo.
Belvedere ordered a midnight pizza. He's fired.
Hi, we're the Pinckneys, Blair, Rose. We're here to see the house.
Now? You want to see the house now? Hey, babe, we're nice people. Now, what about tomorrow?
We're going to Atlantic City tomorrow. We're going to catch Merv at Resort.
Anyway, your sign says open house. If it's not open, I call that false advertising.
Oh, gee, George, as long as we're up, we might as well show them around.
Well, what can it hurt?
Well, shall we start? This is the living room.
No, I thought it was the garage.
He kills me.
Here you go, babe.
I say we kill them both.
Now, this room features wainscoting on the walls and a gabled alcove.
What's going on? Who's this? We really winky?
That's our housekeeper. He's extra.
What are these strangers doing in my room?
We're showing the house to Blair and Rose. They're nice people.
I don't care if they're vampires. Get them out of here. I think Spud here got up on the wrong side of the bed. Everybody gone mad. Get out.
Okay, big guy, we're going.
Is that a picture of the Queen? Uh-huh.
Woo! He could use a facelift.
Wasn't the movie romantic, Kevin?
It sure was.
I mean, the way that French soldier got up from the trenches and ran all the way back to Paris just to be with the woman he loved.
Well, I'd do the same thing for you.
You would?
Well, sure. I'd much rather be with you than stuck in a hole choking on poison gas.
Man, you're such a romantic.
Oh, no, not again.
Are your lips secretly connected to that doorbell?
Don't worry. I'll get rid of whoever it is. Mr. Kitty, what are you doing here?
I busted out.
Yeah, and we're kind of in the middle of something, so...
Hurry up. I want to go to bed. Well, Kevin, when you get a free minute, give me a call. Goodbye, Mrs. Cicchini. I'm sure you two will be very happy together. Tramp.
Look, Miss Cicchini, I know you didn't exactly like the home, but you can't just go busting out. And you can't even think about moving in here with me.
Fine. And I'll go live on the street and collect pennies in a tin cup.
All right. Look, you can spend the night, but only one night.
That's what we all say.
How's the open house going, Mrs. Owens?
Gangbusters. We have twice as many people as we had yesterday.
That makes 4.
By the way, can we have some more of that banana bread?
Oh, must I stop baking again?
Okay, I'll bake the banana bread.
Oh, no. We want to sell this house, not have it condemned. Let's try a shortcut.
Miss Belvedere, you have to help me. Miss Cicchini just skipped out of the retirement home.
And no one knows where she is?
Worse, she's living at my place.
Oh.
It's a nightmare. She's got doilies everywhere and little flowers, and she's picking out new drapes.
Good, you could use them. Does her son know what's going on?
Well, no, I didn't want to call him until I talked to you.
What do you want me to do?
Well, she won't listen to reason. I thought maybe she'd listen to you.
Thanks for the compliment. Well, don't just stand there. Let her son know what's going on. And after you've done that, turn over the banana.
Kevin?
No, it's me.
Oh, yummy. Hello, Lamb.
Mrs. Cicchini, you listen to me. You've been making a lot of folks very worried about you. You know your son only has your best interests at heart. You're going to have to deal with this. Have you nothing to say?
You have cute blue eyes.
I mean about your son.
He's an old poop.
What if he should report you missing?
Let's make out. That was a glimpse of our luxury country charmer.
If you have any other questions, please feel free to call. We'd love to hear from you and your charming wife. What a couple of geeks.
You know, it's funny. When I showed them my room, it was like I was seeing it for the first time.
That's because you picked up all your junk off the floor and you were seeing it for the first time.
No, I mean, I really began to appreciate how warm and friendly my room really is.
Hey, I'm going to miss my room, too. Especially my view of Fifi Huffnagel's shower.
You know, maybe this house isn't so bad after all.
Hi, we're Phil and Annie Paxton. We were driving by and we were knocked out by your exterior. You don't see much genuine Pennsylvania fieldstone.
Your house has fabulous curb appeal.
Our dog thinks so. Mind if we look around?
Oh, no, of course not. Here's the setup.
Annie, isn't this a magnificent living room? What a great fireplace.
Isn't that a charming little alcove? Oh, yeah, it is nice, isn't it? That's where I keep my books. When I was studying to be a lawyer, I spent a lot of time back there.
You know, I think that would be the perfect place for the jogging treadmill.
Idea. It's the perfect site for the wine and brie bar.
Uh-huh.
We'll look around on our own, if you don't mind.
I really think they like it here. And they even look like they can afford it.
Yeah, I guess they do.
Mrs. Cicchini, there are better ways to deal with your problems than to run away.
You're right. Let's run away together.
How's it going?
Don't ask.
Miss Cicchini, there's a couple people here who want to talk to you.
Mother, we came as soon as we heard.
Thank God this young man was nice enough to call and let us know where you were.
Blabber now. We were worried sick about you. Who's this? Lynn Belvedere, my fiancé. Hey, congratulations, big guy.
Kevin, don't be a twit. We're not engaged.
We're just shacking up.
Okay, Mother, that's it. Now, come along. You've just got to come with us now.
No,
You mind if I say something?
No.
With all due respect, I can picture your mother in the chorus line sooner than I could at home.
What?
She may be 90, but she's bright and spry. And has the libido of a 20-year-old.
She's always pinching Mr. Belvedere's butt.
I only hope I have half her energy when I'm her age.
But she's living alone, and she told us there are muggers in the neighborhood. What about the danger?
I'll go easy on them.
Look, I'll keep an eye on her, I promise. I'll walk her to the store, I'll take out the trash.
And from time to time, I'll stop by and drop something.
She'll be fine.
And if there comes a time when she does need a little more care, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mom. I guess these folks know you better than your own son does.
That's okay. Maybe because we live so far away and don't see you too much, we've been feeling a little guilty. That's all right, too.
So the owner rented out your place. You got any idea where you want to stay?
This is our favorite part of the house.
And if you're anything like us, you'll probably be spending a lot of time out here.
You know, you're right. Perfect place for the hot tub.
We'll have to get rid of that old tree.
No problem. We'll have to tear it out. In fact, we'd have to tear out this whole patio.
You tear out the patio?
You know, I think we'd like to make an offer. Give us a minute, okay?
I don't want a hot tub out here.
George, I don't think that's going to be our decision. Hey, Mom, if people have a calculator out, I think they want to buy the house. Looks like it.
And they want to rip out the tree.
Not our tree. We planted it together. Yeah, we watched it grow from a tiny sapling into something so big it produces nuts.
Just like your parents.
And they want to tear up the patio.
Oh, Lord, not the patio. I'm sorry. It's just when I think of all your moronic problems that I've solved out here, I get misty-eyed.
Come to think of it, the new house doesn't even have a patio. Where would we go to confess to Mr. Belvedere?
Maybe we could reserve a booth at Donut World.
You know what I think? A house without a patio is like a beer without a belch.
So few people quote Emily Dickinson.
Okay, we've talked it over. And we'd like to make an offer. $160,000. Nah.
162? Nah. 170?
Nah. Let him get you, Owens. What's your bottom line?
My bottom line is we've learned this is our home and we don't want to give it up.
Gosh, I'm disappointed. I don't know what to say. Honey.
Well, there's still time for tennis.
Ciao.
Well, Dad, I guess now you're going to have to fix the plumbing and the water heater and the septic tank.
Well, we'll manage. Just like we always do.
That's scary.
Gee, I forgot how broken down the house is. This house isn't broken down. It's broken in.
Yeah. Kind of like Mr. Belvedere.
They found a home they love. It's the one they already have. And Mrs. Cicchini found a new apartment in her building, and will move in as soon as they install her waterbed. In the meantime, Kevin has placed her in a temporary residence.
Hello, Lynn. Want to play some strip poker?
6 on Mr. Belvedere. Mr. Belvedere is surprised.
No.
I'm telling you, Mr. Belvedere, they aren't ready yet.
Nonsense. These things have been in this blasted furnace for over half an hour. Impossible. It's too wet.
I think I know what the problem is. Yep, the other clothes can't get dry because of these. Your bloomers keep soaking up all the hot air.
It's your father's fault. Why does he always insist on fixing our washing machine himself?
I think he likes electric shock.
He can use the therapy.
Hey, lighten up, Mr. Belvedere. Just remember what Kevin always says. Laundromats are a great place to pick up chicks.
I thought he always said laundromats are a great place to pick up change.
Yeah, well, just watch him master at work.
Oh, somebody been making mud pies?
Excuse me. Oh, please. They weren't mud pies. Spanky pushed me out of a tree.
Spanky?
A 5-year-old gorilla who doesn't like to share his blackberries. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm not quite making sense. I just spent 5 years living with mountain apes in Rwanda.
Really? I live in a monkey house here in Beaver Falls. How has Africa's loss become our gain?
Oh, the grant money ran out, but the University of Pittsburgh offered me a position as a guest lecturer, so here I am.
Well, neighbor, we must get together and swap stories about the Dark Continent.
You've been there?
Yes, I spent several years with Sir William Daly in the Congo. Actually, one of the tribes made me an honorary witch doctor.
You're not serious.
I have the shrunken heads to prove it. I'm Lynn Belvedere.
Louise Gilbert.
Boy, the attitude some women develop by the time they're 13.
Lynn, here's my phone number. Why don't you call me? Say after 5?
Oh, you can count on it. Well, it's been a pleasure, Louise.
Who's that?
Oh, just a chick I picked up at the laundromat.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop-kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Oh, boy, your poor brother. He is achy and sweaty, and he's got a temperature of 103.
He's probably all hot thinking about his big date with Arlene this weekend.
Enough, you two. Now, your brother is very sick. If he needs anything else, he'll just call us on that dinner bell I gave him.
Oh, no, not the bell routine.
I'd like to kill that stupid washing machine.
I thought you did that yesterday.
Look what it did to Heather's jeans.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, I'm sorry, kitten. I'll take you to Kmart and get you a new pair.
Dad, they're great. I'd have to pay $100 for jeans like this.
Good night, everybody. Yeah, I'm afraid you'll have to fend for yourselves for a while. Try to avoid bloodshed.
Oh, Mr. Belvedere, you look so nice.
Yeah. You got an interview with immigration?
Now he's got a big date with that chickie babe from the laundromat.
Louise.
Hello, Lynn.
Louise Gilbert, say hello to the Owens family.
Hello.
Hi.
Now say goodbye to the Owens family.
Mr. Belvedere. Hi, Louise. I'm Marcia. My husband, George,
Hi,
and
hello.
our children, Wesley and Heather.
It's nice to meet you all.
So you met the big guy at the laundromat, eh? Was it love at first sight or just static cling?
As it happens, we both spent time in Africa, so we thought it would be fun to get together and compare notes.
Louise is an ethologist. She studies...
Animal behavior. Last night I watched Wild Kingdom.
Actually, my specialty was the mating habits of the mountain gorillas.
Well, that ought to give you a little insight into Belvedere.
No, it's interesting. The head of the gorilla family has gray hair, too.
Yes, I think
Boy, I really like her.
She sure put you in your cage.
Kevin is upstairs quarantined with the chicken pox. And do you know why I have to bring him his food? Why I have to watch him wheeze and scratch? Do you know why?
Because when you were 3, Mom intentionally exposed you to the chicken pox so that you would get the childhood disease.
Why didn't she do it with you?
She tried. I scared the other kids away.
Well, it's the curse of being the middle child.
Hey, I have my own problems too, you know. I've got a hot date with Marjorie tonight, and it's the old dad'll drop you off and dad'll pick you up routine. You know how embarrassing that is for guys my age?
Well, you could always steal a car and drive yourself.
That is a truly demented idea. Thanks, Heather.
Hi, guys. Hi, Mom.
Is your dad home yet?
Yeah, he's down in the basement fixing the washer.
Says he's just about got it all done. Whoa, Dad, you look like something out of Roger Rabbit.
A breeze seems to whisper Louise. Birds in the trees seem to twitter Louise. George, you know what the Surgeon General says about smoking dynamite.
You're a riot, Belvedere. A regular riot.
I know. And speaking of dynamite, I hope you don't mind if I borrow the station wagon tonight. I have a date with Louise.
Again? But you were with her all afternoon.
I was merely attending her lecture. Do you know, gorillas rise in the morning and eat, and then nap until dinner?
Sounds like your schedule.
Yes, well, anyway, tonight we're going to a drive-in.
Yeah, we'll have a real great time.
Don't mind him, Mr. Belvedere. He's just grouchy because you have a date and can drive and he has a date and can't.
Oh, don't worry, honey. Daddy will drop you off.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I have a great idea. You get your gal, and I'll get mine, and we'll go double.
You mean go to the drive-in with you?
Uh-huh.
I can't even picture it. Hey, Mr. Belvedere, we can't see.
Oh, come now, Wesley. I didn't think teenagers actually came to the drive-in to watch movies.
This is worse than being stuck with my dad.
Wouldn't be so bad if they didn't have any heads.
Forget it, Wesley. I packed the axe with the rest of your father's tools.
Marjorie, don't you think that policeman looks a little like Kirk Douglas?
Who?
Oh, I must be dating myself.
No, you're dating me.
Oh, man, I think we're embarrassing them.
All right, I'll behave. But only for a kiss. I meant a Hershey's kiss. Oops. Why is everybody else honking?
Because you started it. Scientifically, that's called imitating disruptive behavior. It's fun.
Hey, you want to grow up? People are trying to watch a movie here.
I'm sorry.
When some people act in front of their kids. I fear for our children's future.
Well, I hope you two are happy.
Sorry, hon. The washer warranty does not cover the problem.
Well, that can't be. I mean, I don't even know what the problem is.
Well, the problem is the warranty's only good for 36 months.
You know, that always happens. A thing breaks down right after the warranty runs out.
George, the machine is 13 years old.
Well, I can still be mad, can't I?
Well, I think Kevin's gonna survive the chicken pox, but they may kill me.
Oh, he still got you going, huh?
You know, I don't mind taking up his meals or changing his sheets or reading him bedtime stories like Babar the elephant. But making me sing feelings to Arlene over the phone because he's got a sore throat, that's really pushing it.
Well, why didn't he ask me? I love that song.
Oh.
Sorry, honey. I think that's your brother tinkling.
Florence Nightingale was a sucker.
I have never been so humiliated in my life.
What's the matter, champ? You and Marjorie lock braces?
It wasn't my date, it was Mr. Belvedere and Louise. First, they almost get us thrown out for honking the horn, and then during the intermission, they were playing on the swings and doing gorilla mating calls.
Well, where's Belvedere?
My best guess? He and Louise are probably in the snack bar starting a food fight.
Movie's over, Lynn.
I know.
The only two people here.
I know.
I hope Kevin gets over the chickenpox soon so the doctor can start treating his real problem.
What's that?
Women. He won't stop babbling about Arlene. I just found him trying to escape out of his window. One more tight-up bedsheet and he'd be crawling down the driveway.
Boy, I'm starved.
Me too. Well, you're in luck because we have eggs rancheros.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I made them myself.
But then I think about my darn cholesterol.
Yeah, and you know you're never too young to start watching your diet. Adios, Mom.
Bye.
Hey, wait a minute. Now, Mr. Belvedere is sleeping in this morning. I have spent 45 minutes on these eggs. I followed the recipe exactly, down to the hot chilies, and you are going to eat them.
It was nice knowing you, Dad.
Oh, Helly, it was Mr. Belvedere out last night anyway.
Oh, gee, I don't know, but sometime around dawn, I heard him belting out an inspired version of Love is a Many Splendored Thing.
Maybe that's what set off the Huffnickel's dog.
Good morning, fine family. Beautiful day. Wonderful world. Life's fine.
There you have it, folks. The difference between a date that ends in disaster and one that ends at daybreak.
So did you have fun last night, Mr. Belvedere?
Last night? Oh, yes, last night. It was pleasant.
Pleasant as in you'll be seeing Louise again today?
Oh, Heather, Louise and I are not easily infatuated teenagers. We don't have to see each other every waking hour.
Oh, of course you don't.
We just happen to be somewhat compatible adults.
Absolutely.
Yes, I mean, I think of Louise as my new friend.
Considering that dopey-looking turtleneck you're wearing, your new friend must have given you one beauty of an old-fashioned hickey.
Nonsense! Louise and I behaved with utter decorum and civility last night.
Come in. Good morning, everyone. Ah, good morning, Hickey. I mean, Louise.
Good morning, Louise.
Forgive me for barging in at such an inconvenient hour, but somehow your wallet wound up in my jacket pocket last night.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, and here are your Necco wafers.
Oh, I was looking for these.
Well, I have a 9 o'clock lecture. Gotta run. Nice to see you all. Goodbye, Len.
Goodbye, Louise. That was just a guerrilla gesture of friendship.
Hey, I'm not worried about the gorillas, big guy. It's you going ape over her I was thinking about.
Kevin, you're being ridiculous. So what if you lose Arlene? Look, you can't take off your mask or she'll see your spots, and you can't talk through that thing. So how do you think you're going to impress her looking like that?
Have you seen my attaché? What's that?
You mean this? It's one of Louise's friends. Yeah, that's it. It's one of the gorillas from the mist.
Kevin, is that you in there? What are you trying to do? Have a relapse? Now cut out the monkey business. Go upstairs, get undressed, and go to bed.
Oh, I told you this was stupid.
Sometimes I wonder about that boy. Must come from George's side of the family.
Hey, what's the deal, hot lips? Not going out with Lover Girl tonight?
Why should I, Wesley? We're not going steady, as you say in your simplistic American vernacular.
Hello. Oh, hi, Louise. It's the girl you're not going steady with.
Here's plenty. Get lost.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Haven't heard from you in a few days.
Well, I've been very busy. What with the spring cleaning and the Owens crawling out of hibernation.
I've missed you.
I must confess I missed you, too.
Well, good. Because the professor I work with has a cabin up at Seven Springs. It's on top of a hill nestled among the pines, and I thought maybe we could...
Go together?
Am I being too forward? I'm used to spending time with gorillas, and they usually get right to the point.
I'd love to go with you, Louise. Now, what should I bring?
Toothbrush, change of clothes, and it's a private lake, so a bathing suit is optional.
Hi, big guy. Hi, Louise. Oh. You okay, Belvedere? You look like somebody stole your ding-dongs.
I'm fine.
I'll call you, Lynn. 3 days and 2 nights in a cabin in the woods. Sounds wonderful.
I can't help it. I'm an incurable outdoorsman.
A weekend in Pines? Better watch out, big guy. That's how these women reel you in. Or in your case, harpoon.
No, George, I do not plan to get reeled in.
No man ever does, big guy. No man ever does.
The prospect of a weekend with Louise is quite appealing. After all, I haven't skinny dipped since that festival at Woodstock. On the other hand, perhaps events are hurtling on too far, too fast. The real problem is, old romantic feelings I'd long thought lost are stirring once again.
Uh-oh. Okay, that's it. I give up. I threw in the towel. I call the washing machine guy. He's sending somebody over tonight, and that baby's getting fixed once and for all.
Oh, George, I get such a tingle when you take command.
Wow, Mr. Belvedere, you're looking really good.
Another big date, big guy?
Something like that.
Gee, I wonder who it could be.
Hello.
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 Aren't you going to introduce me? Us? Nope.
Oh, everyone, this is Giselle Hufnagel, the Hufnagel's cousin from Wichita.
Oh, welcome to Pittsburgh, Giselle. Well, actually, I'm only here for the small appliance convention.
Why?
I demonstrate small appliances. Want to hear my pitch for the Acumatic 1000 Mighty Mouth lint sucker?
I got no plans.
Oh, Giselle is only here for a few days, and I thought I'd show her the sights.
Why don't you start with my room?
Well, shall we?
I'll get it. It's probably the repairman. Oh, hi, Louise.
Hello, George. Is Lynn ready?
Belvedere, are you ready?
Ready?
Come on, Lenny, I want a disco. Woo!
Lynn, what's going on? Who's this?
Louise, I'd like you to meet Giselle Hufnagel.
How do you do?
Pleased to make your allegiance. Want to hear my pitch for the Decade 2 nose hair plucker? It's rechargeable.
Aren't we going on a trip?
Trip?
To a cabin in the woods, the pines.
Yes, the pines. Yeah, well, there has been... that is to say that...
I think you blew a circuit.
I'm taking Giselle out on the town.
What?
I know I should have rang and told you, but I've had so much on my mind. If you never want to see me again, I quite understand.
I see. Is there somewhere we can speak? Alone?
Patio's available, big guy. There's going to be some fireworks tonight.
Speaking of fireworks, I'm Wesley.
So what are you saying? Our big trip comes along and you simply forgot about it?
It must be old age. I'm forgetting so many things lately.
You didn't forget about your date with Trixie in there.
Now, there's no need to drag Giselle into this.
You're the one who dragged her in, remember?
We didn't agree to go steady, Louise.
Oh, so that's it. You think I'm crowding you. Well, if you want to play the field like some silverback Rwandan gorilla, be my guest.
As much as I resent the simian comparison, I suppose a little freedom has its advantages.
Oh, fine. Well, I sure wish we had this conversation before I laid out $150 for a black lace negligee.
Black lace negligee. Ooh.
You think she's going to hit him?
I'd sure belt you.
Where's Giselle?
I don't know.
Hey, Wes! Lynn, you have me at a total loss. I mean, I thought it was odd that you didn't return a few of my phone calls, but I never dreamed you'd stand me up.
Listen, Louise, after you had invited me away for the weekend, it was all I could think about.
This sounds better.
Then I started worrying where a weekend like that could lead.
Well, I was hoping we could toast marshmallows.
You know what I mean.
I haven't been exactly comfortable with the runaway train we're on either.
The truth of the matter is, I have trouble dealing with the kind of feelings I have for you. The last time I felt this way, I got so scared, I had to go and climb a mountain in Tibet.
And you were hoping Giselle would save you the trek up Mount Kilimanjaro?
I have a trunk full of small appliances. I'm sorry if I hurt you, Louise.
Actually, I'm flattered.
The question still remains. What are we going to do?
He got awfully quiet out there. Maybe she killed him.
Well, if he does, I might. I want a party. Well, what do you think's going on?
Oh, hey, knowing the big guy, he's probably letting her down easy. You know, giving her the old hasta la vista.
So, did you guys break up?
Not exactly. We're going to get married.
Does this mean we're not going out?
Next on Mr. Belvedere,
Mr. Belvedere, isn't all of this kind of sudden?
I believe marrying Louise will be the best thing I've ever done. You're going to be the first broad on the moon, Louise. Pow! It seems that Louise has been recalled to Rwanda.
If you're her husband, that means that you're...
I'd be going with her.
Tuesday, kick off your holiday the all-American way with Tony and Angela on Who's the Boss. And Kevin comes to the rescue when Winnie becomes stage-struck in the school play on the Wonder Years. After, the holiday celebration continues with Roseanne working for a boss half her age. And Christine shows her unswerving love for Coach. Now stay tuned for The Dead Zone on the Sunday Night Movie.
On Mr. Belvedere. Louise Gilbert, say hello to the Owens family.
So, you met the big guy at the laundromat, eh?
On Mr. Belvedere. Louise Gilbert, say hello to the Owens family.
So, you met the big guy at the laundromat, eh?
As it happens, we both spent time in Africa, so we thought it would be fun to get together and compare notes.
Never just a guerrilla gesture of friendship.
Hey, I'm not worried about the gorillas, big guy. It's you going ape over her I was thinking about.
Uh-oh.
So, did you guys break up?
We're going to get married.
I can't even picture it.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop-kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rival. Life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Did you say married?
Yes, I suppose I did.
Hey, what's going on?
Mr. Belvedere's engaged.
What? Whoa, way to go, big guy.
Not her. Her.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, who are you?
Giselle. I was with Lenny, but now he's getting married.
Well, I'm Kevin. I just got over the chicken pox. I'm single.
Ooh, you're cute.
Well, shall we go and make a toast to our commitment?
Mr. Belvedere, isn't all of this kind of sudden?
Yeah, you guys hardly know each other. I mean, does she know you sleep in the nude?
I know this might appear rash, but Lynn and I are kindred spirits.
I believe marrying Louise will be the best thing I've ever done.
Congratulations.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Super. That's great.
Thank you.
Hey, wait a minute. What about us?
Oh, my God. We're not losing you, are we?
Well, this is what makes it so perfect. With Louise working in Pittsburgh, I can still remain as your housekeeper.
Oh, so we'll still have your cooking and cleaning, and she gets stuck with your snoring.
Yeah, we'll even keep your room open, big guy. Just in case you need a place to crash when Louise kicks you out of the house.
Come on, let's go before George turns us into the honeymooners.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Think they'll invite us to the wedding?
Well, of course they will. Daddy's going to pay for it.
What are you...
So, considering all the options, I think the wedding should be at George's Country Club.
Yeah, make it around 4, will you? That way I can come right from the 18th hole.
Why don't we have it in a sand trap? Then you won't have to make the trip.
Yeah, actually, a country club sounds like a big affair. We were hoping for something more intimate.
Well, hey, let's go to Vegas.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm not flying everybody to Vegas.
Well, how about Tahoe?
Marsha!
May I make a suggestion? Why don't we just have it here?
Gee, that was easy. Well, what's next? Invitations and announcements.
Let's go, guys. That's not our department.
Parkin.
Yes, honey buns? Taking orders. You got a lot of that to look forward to.
Louise, you know what I've been meaning to ask you?
What's that, Heather?
Well, with you being a professor and all and writing books on gorillas and stuff, are you going to change your name to Belvedere?
Of course you will, Dr. Louise Belvedere.
Well, to be honest, I hadn't given it much thought.
What is there to think about?
A woman doesn't just automatically give up her last name.
Since when?
Liz Taylor didn't give up hers.
I'm not marrying Liz, Louise.
Guys. You're supposed to save up all the fights till after you're married.
Sorry.
Now, where were we?
What you up to, big guy?
Oh, just going through telegrams from some friends of mine. They must have got our wedding announcements.
Oh. You mind?
Help yourself.
Oh. Congratulations, Lynn. That Louise must be some foxy lady. Love, Tina Turner?
I taught Tina the shingling.
All right.
Here's one from Zsa Zsa. She says she only attends weddings if she's the bride.
You knew all these women?
Oh, they were just friends.
Uh-huh.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I mean, you can tell me they're just friends, but try convincing Louise.
What?
They're ladies from your past, big guy. If your missus gets a peek at these, you know what your honeymoon's going to be like?
No. What?
Oh, Lenny, tell me again about Meryl Streep. Oh, Lenny, were you and Cher really just buddies?
We were buddies. Cher and I simply got the same tattoo. Look, I'll show you.
No. Now, look, if you want to avoid trouble, I'd hide those babies. And whenever the topic of old flames comes up, switch the subject to apes.
wedding is only days away, and I approach the event with a happy heart. After all, Louise and I know the key to any relationship is patience and understanding. So I'm convinced our marriage will be a long and joyous one. Still, why does George keep painting us as the battling Belvederes? That could never happen to us. Could it?
Hey, Lynn, you gonna eat breakfast or what?
Knowing your cooking, I'll take a what?
My, aren't we a vision of loveliness this morning?
Speaking of loveliness, is that a new apron?
It was on sale, Lynn.
Sale? You don't see me running out to buy a new robe?
That's because they don't make them that big.
You're going to be the first broad on the moon, Louise. Pow!
Oh, yeah, well, be a nice change from this place.
Maybe you would have been happier if you had married one of your apes.
Maybe. But stupid me doesn't marry a chimp. I marry a chump.
That's it. This is my castle. And from now on, I intend to be treated like a king.
You want to be treated like a king?
Like a king.
A king?
I said like a king.
All right, Your Majesty. You want the royal treatment? Don't forget your crown.
Hey, Lenny boy.
Get out!
You know your breakfast is on your head.
Get out! Get out! Well, there seems to be only one logical course of action. Run.
Morning. So, where's Belvedere?
I don't know. It's his day off. Maybe he's resting up for his wedding.
Or maybe he and Louise are rehearsing for their honeymoon.
Oh, interesting you people can be laughing at a time like this.
What's your problem?
Bye, everyone. Nice knowing you. P.S. All regards to Louise.
Mr. Belvedere ran away?
His clothes are gone and everything.
Well, why would he just take off like that?
Well, he probably got cold feet about getting married, and I wonder who put them in ice.
Well, what did I say?
What didn't you say?
Well, I didn't say anything big enough to make that guy leave the house.
Well, you should... Guys, can you fight about this later? I think we better find Mr. Belvedere.
You're right. Let's split up and not a word about this to Louise.
Right.
I was in the neighborhood, and I thought I'd stop by and say hi to Lynn. Is he here?
Is the seat taken?
Help yourself.
Thanks, big guy.
Oh, George. How did you find me?
Well, I checked out Donut World, and when you weren't there, I figured, where's Belvedere go when he starts getting squirrely?
Am I that predictable?
Hey, you got my family kind of worried, big guy.
Oh, I'm sorry, George. How many times have I said to you people, running away doesn't solve anything, and here I am running away.
Kind of a tubby Tom Sawyer. Hey, come on, Belvedere. You love Louise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so what's the big deal about tying the knot?
Well, I suppose after all those little cautions you give me about marriage, I realized you're right.
Huh? I was just having fun. I mean, half the stuff I do is just to get a rise out of you.
What?
Well, it's like the time I told you English cricket is for sissies. You jumped all over me for weeks. You even dragged me out in the mud to play a stupid game.
And I won.
Yeah. Hey, what about the time I hid your ding-dongs all over the house? Went out and got some police dog to sniff them all out?
Ah, yes. Fritzy. I believe he also sniffed out your secret collection of Playboys.
Marcia's still harping on that one.
Then are you really saying that maybe marriage really could be all right for me?
Hey, if you can handle our household, you sure as hell can enjoy one of your own.
Thanks, George.
I needed that.
Yep. If you ask me, the way you cook and sew, you're going to make Louise a damn good wife. Gotcha.
Okay, tomorrow I have a limo picking up Louise. I got your tux back from the cleaners. I ordered flowers for you guys. Oh, and I didn't hawk your rings.
Wesley, I couldn't have asked for a better best man. You handled your duties with dignity and taste.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere. Now, what are you doing just sitting around the last night you're single?
What?
Hey, big guy.
Hello, Mr. Belvedere. George, Skip, what are you doing here? Why aren't you doing the news at the station?
We called in sick.
Yeah?
Figured we'd make a little news of our own.
Oh, Wesley, you haven't arranged one of those wretched bachelor parties, have you?
Well, it wasn't just my idea.
On a clear day.
Bob, are you behind all this?
Come on, Lynn, you've got to loosen up. Tomorrow you're getting married. Tonight you've got to party.
I won't go.
Oh, yes, you will.
No, I won't. No. No. I'll jump out of the car.
He just bounced back in.
I'll call Louise.
No, she's out with Mom and Heather at the Beefcake Club.
All right, I'll go. But I won't have any fun.
I thought he said he wasn't going to have any fun.
Maybe he has to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, you learn all that stuff from watching Soul Train.
Oh, come on, he's out there all by himself. I think we should join him. Party!
No sign of them yet? When I get my hands on your father, doesn't he know Mr. Belvedere's getting married in 2 hours?
I think that's them.
Where have you been?
I don't want to talk about it.
Not now, okay?
Well?
Hey, come on, Marsh. This is all Belvedere's fault.
Oh.
Well, first he gets us kicked out of the Steel Town Inn. Then he talks Goulet into flying us to Atlantic City.
What?
And next thing you know, Belvedere's leading a panty raid on some nurses' convention.
Where's Mr. Belvedere now?
Mr. Belvedere, who are they?
Oh, this is Ginger, and this is Annette. I told them they could be flower girls.
You get yourself upstairs, young man. Don't you know there's a wedding in 2 hours? Well, it looks like we're ready for a wedding.
You're so pretty, I'm ready for a honeymoon.
Out of my way. I have a nervous groom upstairs. The man needs some ho-hos.
I don't care what you say, Angela. This dress makes me look like Margaret Thatcher. Gosh, that'll be confusing when she shows up for Mr. Bumpercar's wedding. Margaret Thatcher isn't coming to Mr. Bumpercar's wedding. Well, then what are you so worried about?
Hey, come on, kitten. Let's man the door. Who are they?
Oh, you told me to invite the Shriners.
I'm in Elliot and Paula Shriner up the street. Whoa. Check out the bride.
George, I've got to see Lynn.
Well, you will. You're going to marry him.
No, I've got to talk to him now.
No, seeing the groom before the wedding.
Oh, but
Please, not another word. Come on, Mom, let's get things started.
Okay. Places, everyone.
I'm bewitched by you so. No, not in springtime. Summer, winter, or fall. No, never could I leave you. At all.
Lynn, could I talk to you?
Not now.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today.
Stop, please. I'm sorry, but there's really something we have to talk about.
Can't it wait?
I'm afraid it can't.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, would you excuse us for a moment? Chat amongst yourselves. Louise, what's going on? Have you had a change of heart?
Not exactly. More like a change of address. I'm being called back to Africa.
What?
The university at Butare. They need me to come back and lead a guerrilla census.
Why can't they count them?
Well, it's not as simple as that. A census could take over a year. And also, they've offered me a faculty position. I guess we better brush up on our Kinyarwanda.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, you guys better hurry up. Goulet's running out of material.
So, what gives?
Well, it seems that Louise has been recalled to Rwanda.
Hey, that's neat.
Well, wait a minute. If you're her husband, that means that you're...
I'd be going with her.
Well, what are you going to do, Mr. Belvedere? I mean, that would mean you'd be leaving us.
I spent 6 years with this family. They've been some of the warmest and happiest moments of my life. But now, I think it's time for Louise and I to find a life of our own. And if that means traipsing through the mud with my wife, then that's what I want to do.
Well, we can't tell you how much we're going to miss you, big guy, but, well, you sure as hell have our blessings.
I guess we always sort of knew you were going to leave someday.
And I can't think of a happier way for you to go.
As best man, I'd like to remind everyone that we have a wedding to attend.
Do you, Louise Marie Gilbert, take this man to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
And do you, Lynn Aloysius Belvedere, take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Then by the authority vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
I'm ready.
The cab's outside, Lynn.
Well, as you know, I was never one for long goodbyes. George? Over here. After your many threats, I'm glad you never fired me.
Yeah, me too. Don't take any wooden bananas.
Mr. Belvedere, I just can't say goodbye.
Then don't.
I've left the recipes.
Be gentle to them.
I'll try.
So long, Mr. Belvedere. Thanks for everything.
I regret I shan't see you graduate. You are graduating.
Yeah, I am.
I love you, Mr. Belvedere.
I love you, Heather.
You know, if you weren't so old, I would have married you myself. You know what I mean.
You know, I'm losing my best friend.
Wesley, I've known heads of state and many celebrities, but none have given me finer memories than you. I shall savor our moments together, even the embarrassing and painful ones, which account for most of them. Though you are an Owens, I shall always think of you as a son.
Lynn, I'm afraid we have to go.
Oh, yes, the meter must be running. Well, ta-ta.
He's gone. Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
From the master of suspense.
To all my dear Owens, married life has been rather hectic here in the Virunga Mountains. First, Louise and I enjoyed our abba-dabba honeymoon. Now we fill our days counting gorilla noses. I miss you dearly. The being around apes keeps the spirit of the Owens family alive indeed. Oops, I was close. Louise is calling. Love to all, Lynn. P.S. When you notice I've left my journal behind, don't bother to send it. Perhaps someday I'll drop by and pick it up myself.